Hello and welcome back to the Sorodin Chronicles! I am Bertie the Bard, your Dungeon Master, and with me as always is...
What is up, everybody? It's been a while. It is Kenna, otherwise known as Masirsha on TikTok, and today I will be playing Audra, the Water Genasi Barbarian, once again.
Hello everybody, I'm Ben, also known as Benda's D&D. I play Cade Vakian, the Half-Elf Hexblade Warlock. You know, the happiest boy on planet Earth. Nothing has ever gone wrong for him that he remembers. Yeah, that's me. Woo!
Buongiorno. My name is Hex. I'm playing Jason Vagrant today. He's a Mark of the Storm Half-Elf, Fighter, Cleric, and Rogue. Thank you.
I don't think you're plugged into your proper mic, Jason.
Yeah,
Am I not?
I don't think you are.
No, I was just doing a weird voice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm the disembodied voice of Aaron. I play no one. Don't mind me. I don't exist.
Aaron, get your ass back in your chair and let me see your face. Right this second.
Oh my god.
What's up, everybody?
Rip your Aquaman trident.
I mean, it's already pretty broken. I'm gonna fix it eventually.
Or your pentadent, I should say.
Bertie, you was entirely right. I wasn't in my microphone.
Thought so. Okay.
Okay.
And I am Bertie the Bard, your Ginger Master. Right, before we get to our recap, we've got some... I'm sure we've all got some things to talk about. First of all, welcome back. It's been ages. Oh my god, it's been like 3 weeks since we last did Sorodin.
Wait, you still do
My
this
God.
show? I thought I was just doing one-shots every week. What? This has
We've
become
had a
my network,
few
finally.
things. We've had a few things going on. I had a job, then I was away, and then yeah. Anyway, we had a couple people were away. Ken and Hex were both away. It was a whole thing, but we wanted to come back with a full cast, and we're here. It's great. Okay, so first off, we have a Redbubble shop now. With lots of fun merch on it, like the t-shirt that I'm sporting right now, the ThisShowIsAMimic t-shirt. We've got all these lovely stickers. I'm gonna just put it on the screen right now. Here's some examples of all the frickin' merch we've got.
Wow.
We got the ThisShowIsAMimic book, like with the logo on it. We've got the Wavebreakers emblem. We've got the Shazam. We've got Chester. We've got the Dungeons and Demigods Ophiumaki snake, and something I made last week. We've got the Magis Arcatem collegiate symbol.
I want it.
And
Why?
So
This after I stop playing the character who attends the Magis Acatem.
I mean, you
Why?
can still do it, Aaron.
It's an homage.
It's not just meant for people whose characters are there. It's also meant for people who want to make it look like they go there. Like, you know how people always buy those Oxford shirts even though they've never set foot in Oxford University?
Wow, Bertie really with the call-out post today. Welcome back to Shazam, everyone. Goddamn. Wouldn't be a Shazam stream.
You know, all those people walking around my university wearing Harvard jumpers. It's like, yeah.
I mean, that's for the job you want, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, we got that. We've also got a Ko-Fi, so if you don't want to buy merch, you can support, but you want to support the channel, you can just give us some dollar there. Why not?
Oh yeah. So,
yeah, I hope you, if you feel generous, then those things are there. On Wednesdays, we have our Dungeons and Demigods, over on the sister channel, we have Dungeons and Demigods. On Schooner or Later, where Ben is playing with a bunch of other fun people. DM'd by Aaron. And on Fridays... On Fridays, you can find me and Aaron and a bunch of other fun, cool cats right here playing the other half of the Dungeons and Demigods campaign.
Wait, I do 2 campaigns? Why? Who let me do that?
I
That
don't
sounds
know.
like a terrible idea.
I have no
What?
idea, Aaron.
That's a bad idea.
You should just
Sounds like-
TPK the Wednesday one, and then...
No, I'll do
you wanna
one
go-
Friday one.
Oh,
I'm gonna do more story.
absolutely not.
Anyway. Our music, as always, is brought to us by Arcane Anthems. You know him, you love him. He makes lots of music for the community to use, all for free. You can download it from his Patreon, or you can stream it on all the places where music can be streamed, such as Spotify. The track I have playing right now is Ghostly Gala, which is very appropriate for what the session is going to be today. And
Wait, we're gonna see ghosts?
yeah, there's going to be so many ghosts.
Yeah.
And yeah, does anyone else have anything they want to shout out before we get started? Hex.
is a thing.
Oh, I don't want to shout something out. All right, I'd like
Yell
to
it.
tease. I'd like to tease something. I'm working on a project that's going to be coming out in May. Thank you.
God, you're such a tease.
What is it?
tease
That's all we know.
No.
Wow. So many secrets.
It's a really awesome. If it's what I think it is, it's really awesome, and you're all gonna love it.
Yeah.
And
Anything else you want to shout out? Arcane Wares.
Arcane Wares. Arcane.
Fuck yeah. Look at that. Wow. Look how beautiful it is. Arcane Wares is an amazing shop made by our lovely friend Seth for D&D streetwear. It's really fucking cool. This is the amazing design that Kenner is currently wearing, and then there's also the beautiful Happy You're Alive design, which is amazing. I need to get hold of it.
I know
So
it
soon.
always gets said, but I really like the arm patterns. They're
I
very,
really do
very
as
It's
well.
so fucking cool, right?
They're fucking
It's so
dank as
cool.
shit.
I
It's
really
so
want
dope.
to. I really want to make some Audrey inspired merch for our Redbubble shop.
Mm,
Possibly borrow some design elements from that.
that'd be dope.
Maybe.
If you
Boss
would
ass
like to,
bitch, motherfucker.
model an
I gotta stop swearing.
It's fine. This isn't a kid friendly show. And with that, we're gonna get to our recap. So last time on the Sorodin Chronicles, you all, having freed your friend Ashtonir Ilushtu from her self-imposed imprisonment in a failed portal to the Feywild, you all, after a little bit of research of all your various types into the arcane mysteries using the library of the Magus Arcatem College in Fenador, you all bedded down for the night in the tower. Awakening not in your beds, instead in the dream shop of a genie. I feel really intimidated by Kenna right now.
And everything was fine.
In this shop,
Yeah.
there were wonders abound, and all sorts of things you could buy for treasures more valuable than gold. Instead, things like memories, like an eye, or perhaps your youth. As Longshadow made the call to, in exchange for a single use of the wish spell, he traded his youth, becoming an old man in return for the freedom of his home country, Runatuxiu.
Yeah.
In the arms of
That was all a
That's my
dream,
favorite
and then we
thing.
can go back to
It was all a dream, however, it had real-life consequences.
Oh no.
Cade traded the memory of being abandoned in by his party in the basin, the headquarters of the criminal organization, the Undertow, where he was left by his party as they were chasing Murilka to fend off a small army of criminals by himself. He traded that definitive memory for a Staff of Power, a not inconsiderable magical item of some great power, as the name suggests.
Cell slots? I don't need them anymore.
To greatly supplement his extremely limited spellcasting. And finally, Jason exchanged his right eye.
I don't know if it's
His left eye. It was his left eye. He exchanged his left eye for a... I'm just remembering what I have on the Hero Forge.
Wait, that's
He's-
a fox.
He exchanged his left eye to obtain greater wisdom, increasing his wisdom score to 20, which I haven't changed in the passport. Beans.
Beans.
Beans on toast. I'll get to that next time. Okay, so that is where we. Oh no, and then Longshadow then used a favor from Reign of Achian to have him teleported back to the Magus Arcatem, where he will begin his journey back to his home of Runatuxiu, where he can begin helping his country recover from the annexation and the colonialization from Valtaika. And that is where we left off. It's been around about a week since all that happened, and you've all been up to various things. Why don't we start with Ben?
Hi, hello.
What's Cade been up to this past week?
Cade has been doing some research into your boy Godfrey Franquet, trying to discover more about him, as that was a name we had heard previously, and that might have a connection to a certain cult we all know and love. We hate it. And found out a few things. Let me pull up my notes that you sent me. I found out that he is a noble with very little power status. He owns a tin mine in the western border of northern Mercatoria, but despite this, he has managed to secure invites to almost every high status gathering that has taken place in the last week. Which is a little sus. Yeah, that's did I make this? Yeah, and I also discovered where he's gonna, the next party that he will be going to, so I am aware of where he will be very soon.
Okay. Following that, Hex, what's Jason been up to?
Jason has been. He has been trying to gain some further information on the princess. He has been regressing to his not former self in terms of the chaos of it, but the more seedy side of his nature. Following different events, and he's found out a little bit of information that he wants to share with the group.
Okay. Finally, because this is probably one of the bigger things, what's Audra been up to?
Audra has been working, but has also been having a little bit of fun while she works. You know, to take her mind off things that happened, that were traumatic and awful. Anyway.
Like what?
Anyway, there is a noblewoman by the name of Lady Elena Silverhall, formerly known by her maiden name Fairley.
Yes, she was formerly known as Baroness Elena Fairley.
She is now a lady. Can I just is it okay if I just give you all the info?
Yeah, sure.
Doing it. Okay, great. So she is the head of the Fairley estate in southern Mercatoria, bordering the Verdant Wilds.
So I actually messed up there. So the Mercatoria doesn't share a border with the Verdant Wilds.
I wondered, because I looked at the map and I was like...
That's my bad. I didn't look at the map, and I was relying on my memory, and my memory is bad. So yes, but so it would share a border with the barony. So it would be where the forests reach that border, and then it turns into the barren wasteland of the barony.
Ah. Okay. So she was basically kind of down bad in her estates and finances. So for that, she married a person known as Lord Tasker Silverhall, whom she currently adopted the name of. And he is a rich noble who owns a silver mine in northern Mercatoria. So he owns a silver mine. Pretty much a loveless marriage built out of convenience, and she really needed the money, and he needed an heir for his estate. So that's really great. When she has to go to like social events with him, she likes to bring her own entertainment. I am the entertainment for this week. So after some drinking and fun times, Audra managed to learn that Lord Silverhall's having a party in honor of the visiting princess and empress in waiting. And they're going to hold it with a bunch of them and some lesser nobles. So I will be going as her companion, and I can also secure some invitations for Cade and Jason, so long as they are dressed nicely.
I always dress nicely.
That's true.
Nope.
Jason?
That's what I do.
I will not wear this shit.
Jason, please.
It's too
not
tight.
that bad.
I can't even do this to button up. It's so fucking
Oh my,
close.
let me help you. And she like really chokes you to get the button on.
Actually choking me.
Once you get it on, it's like a little bit fine, but you just when you swallow it presses into the button and it's like
See, you look great.
I can't breathe in this thing. I feel. How the fuck am I meant to move?
You're not.
Well, what if we get into a fight?
Then I assume that won't be an issue. But for the party duration, you are meant to stand there and look pretty.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
think
that's accurate.
You think I'm pretty?
Always.
Yes, of course you are.
Oh, get over yourself. And she like slaps you on the shoulder.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Cool.
okay.
You guys both look great. You guys are gonna fit in perfectly. All right, it's gonna be great. Been a long time since there's been something like this. So,
Yes,
it'll be fun.
Lady Elena has paid for new outfits for you all. Paid for a whole new wardrobe for Audra, actually. As Audra has been, has been over the course of the past 3 or 4 days, been going to all the events. And yes.
How
Okay, so-
long do we have before this upcoming party? Is it today?
I'd say you've definitely got some time. It's tonight, I'd say.
Okay.
But it's still morning time, so you've got the day to spend some time preparing things if you want to.
Gotcha.
Alright, Kate, one more time. So we go through the etiquette of how we're talking to people. No swearing.
Yeah, try to avoid that. You know, just you don't have to like fully bow to everyone, but it's like polite and like and yeah, Kate will just spend some time just
We do like you do. Alright, so you have to do like the full just.
Well, I mean,
Just,
like not
Jason
not
looks
always.
so awkward.
It's Kate, because Kate has one of those moments where it's like, well, the way I always did it was like it kind of like depended on like how important you thought they were, so like how much you bow. It's like I don't know. It's one of those things. I never fully understood it myself, but it's just you'll get the idea. I mean, if you want, you can just follow my lead. Like this is. Yeah, for once I actually know what I'm doing.
I'll let you do all the bowing first, and then I will bow after you.
Yeah, that works.
Sure.
Okay.
So. Anybody else find out any information before we go to this party? I'm not really sure who's all going to be there. I just know Mrs. Silverhall will be there along with her husband.
Godfrey Franquette will be there.
Really?
I think that the princess is going to be there as well.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
kind of the
so.
point. He's holding the party for the princess, so.
Yeah. So that's what I found out.
Everyone we need in one place. Convenient.
Perfect.
How? I mean, I've been hanging out with these people for a week, and I haven't really. How does Godfrey keep getting invited to all these events?
That's the strange thing. He doesn't have that much power, like in terms of his noble status. He's kind of like barely a noble. It's more normally your status speaks for yourself, but like for him it's almost like he was kind of gifted that title and no one really kind of respects it that much. I'm honestly surprised. I really am. But I mean, hey, if he's got the kind of connections we think he does, could be why. So
I imagine
makes him
that,
suspicious.
So it's obviously going to be who you know as opposed to what you know.
Yes.
Might make him an easy target for us to get to. Once we get hold of him,
That's
that
true.
is.
Hmm.
If he relies on connections of other people, then he won't be concerned about himself.
Do you still have those rings?
Yes.
DM,
Mhm.
So I've been going to like these kinds of events with Lady Silverhall all week, right?
Yeah.
Have I clocked any raven signets or where?
Make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. Well, that didn't really count, which is too bad because that was a 19. Okay. You said perception?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Okay. 14, 15, 16.
16. The parties you've been to, I'd say yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
You found a ring. You spotted a ring when you were in conversation with. It was one of those group conversations. You were kind of just hanging around with Lady Elena while she spoke to some of the other nobles. You saw the ring on one Baron Sterling Rexwood.
Sterling Rexwood, what a bastard.
What was that last name?
Rexwood.
Sterling Rexwood.
R-E-X Wood.
And as I've been hanging around Miss Elena, I would never broach the subject with her purposefully or even kind of like, I wouldn't even try and tactfully do it. But have I heard any talk of the cult or anything that would lead me to believe that she knows about it?
You have spent an awful lot of time around Elena. You've seen her private quarters. You have not spotted a ring with her. Just hit Hex.
Trying not to talk this whole session. Hex, did you just clock that that's what was going on here?
Yes.
That just occurred. Okay, cool.
Simple, sweet
Jason.
Sweet Jason.
I love you. I love that reaction of just Jason. My sister's been doing that. Excuse me.
You've seen nothing. You've seen nothing that would lead you to believe that she is in any way in league with the cult of Soros. In fact, she is very much your kind of people. Despite being a noble, she's not particularly stuck up. She's quite practical. You can tell where she comes from, very far away, like as far away from the capital as you can get. As far from the capital of Mercatoria as you can get. Nobles are the divide between noble and commoner is much less noticeable. It basically just how big is your house. Everyone does the work. Yeah.
Cool. In that case, if she doesn't know about it and she isn't totally aware of the implications of it, we could possibly one of us wear a ring and see where it gets us tonight. Although I will say, if we do that and the princess is aware, I don't know how that will go. It could go very poorly or very well.
Kate, I think that you will be invaluable as a person to keep us leveled in this situation. If shit hits the fan, you're already a known name.
Very true.
Nah, we don't want to reveal him.
No, that's what I'm saying. I will wear the ring.
Oh,
because no one knows who I am. And because if shit hits the fan, I can run away quick.
I mean, it could also work in our favor, though. I mean, their whole deal was they were trying to bring me in, right? To join them.
So I imagine
I don't
if
know how quickly word spread with them, but yeah, it is a risk. But
I imagine if they were seeking your
we
sword, if they were seeking your sword and Shadow Cleaver, that would be information that is surely known. But
I don't know how quickly word spreads among all of the cult members. Also, what level of information is spread to how many of them?
Do we want to go with your identity as yourself at the party?
I mean, I've been trying to kind of hide my identity this whole time, so I mean, it again could be a risk, but also could work to our advantage if it comes up. I mean, I have ways that I can get out if need be, so I can always slip away. So, yeah.
I still think we should keep Kate a secret as much as we can.
Just gonna be hard to fully do that at the party if we're all gonna be there.
Well, parties, people drink alcohol. I don't know about you rich folk, but...
oh, yeah, so much. So, like, way
So
too
much
much. Not me, but, like, others. It's insane.
How about, I mean, I think it's a good idea that we all go. I think Cade should definitely keep his identity a secret. And maybe we pull out the ring only if we think it will give us an advantage. And Jason, you can slip it on to maybe generate a conversation with somebody if need be.
Perhaps we should all carry... I mean, how many do we have? Perhaps we could all carry one in case the situation arises.
We have 4. We have one for Long Shadow as well.
I think there's a moment where Jason mentions Long Shadow and the room just goes quiet. Cade certainly kind of just looks down. It's like, yeah.
Well, we're only going to need the 3, so.
By the way, Jason has a new tattoo. So he has his Mark of the Storm tattoo on his neck here, which is like glowing like lightning. All of his tattoos that you've seen before that cover his arms and his chest, they're all white ink. They all symbolize something different to him. He has a new tattoo which is in black ink. This is only black ink tattoo, and it's a tabaxi paw just up behind his ear.
Aww.
When did you get that?
In the last week.
So, ring,
yeah.
party, outfits.
Yes.
Everything all set? Do we think we need anything else? How are we doing on... Well, you know what I didn't think about? Weapons. What's the security of the party going to be like?
With the princess in attendance, very strict. I'd say Jason, as you spent a lot of your downtime investigating the princess, you would know that she's always in the company of the Verdant Guard. Sorry, not the Verdant Guard, the Viridian Guard. Who are I've just got Verdant Wilds on the brain. Viridian Guard.
Yep.
Who are a group of highly trained guards, specifically the private bodyguard of the Emperor and the Emperor's family. And they're distinguishable by their green cloaks and green decorated plate armor. She has. You've only ever seen 7 in attendance with her.
7 total. Are they always the same people?
As far as you can tell, they all wear full helmets, so it's difficult to see.
Yeah. Haven't noticed any like specific races amongst them, or they tend to be a mixture.
You haven't noticed things like tails or horns.
Okay.
Best guess, they are human or human adjacent.
Yeah. Like in size wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have I spoken to any of them?
I wouldn't say so.
Wow.
You'd have to get very close to the Empress for that to happen.
Yeah.
Not the Empress, the Princess.
In terms of I've been spying on the princess from the shadows. Would I have been seeing Audra?
No.
Okay.
One doesn't tend to bring their mistress with them when they are in attendance with the princess and possibly future empress.
Yeah. Alright.
So Elena met with the princess?
It's possible. You don't spend all your days and nights with her.
Okay.
She does have, responsibility. She is here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely would have at some point paid homage to the princess. They've been taking pledges of loyalty now that the emperor is dead.
Are the Silverhalls pledged to this princess?
would you have spoken to Elena about that kind of thing?
I would have phrased the question as, how was your day today? Oh, you saw the princess. How did it go?
Well, her husband would have pledged loyalty.
Okay.
Her husband. The plot thickens.
Ah.
I
You
imagine
you need a spouse to be a mistress, otherwise you're just a girlfriend.
that's a very good point. Yeah, English language is not my strong suit. I imagine at some point, Jason would have not antagonized the guards, but attempted to gain their response time to things. Be it organise a child to pickpocket someone close to, or see if he can get some sort of reaction without specifically intervening with them. He wants to gauge how tactful they are, how brutish they are, how.
You would have
how-
so if you just kept an eye out while she was,
Hmm.
making appearances in the streets and things like that, you noticed a couple of times when some commoner got a bit too familiar. The Viridian Guard are very quick to act. They are highly.
Okay.
You get the impression they are highly trained soldiers.
Yeah.
These are the
they-
best of the best. They are the honor guard of the Empress.
Yeah. Are they quite overbearing in terms of force? Do they overdo it, or do they do just enough?
They seem like, as far as you can tell, they seem to do just enough. You haven't seen them, beat anyone's skull in. It's mainly just a grab them by the scruff of the neck and throw them away.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. It's good to know.
Damn.
All right. Well,
You haven't
that's all my
noticed anyone
questions.
try and draw a weapon on her, so
Okay.
there's been no
Yeah.
assassination attempts that you know of.
that I know of.
That we know of.
Most assassination attempts get foiled before they ever get to the person
True.
they're intended for.
If you heard about it, then something went wrong.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is why you have intelligence services.
SO19.
Have you? I mean, while you're spying, have you seen any intelligence? I mean, I know you've seen the guard, but have you seen anybody lurking around?
What's your passive perception these days?
15.
Down
Down from 20, by the way.
Oh.
You haven't seen any.
No. Gosh darn.
Okay.
They've been looking to your left.
On your left.
Sorry. Yeah, no, that's all.
God
That's
damn
all of. This is inquisitive, Jason. With all my questions.
Okay.
So, we're going to this party. Let's set up some definite goals. Not a plan, because our plans never work. But goals, because sometimes we reach those.
We're learning.
Improv is probably our... Well, I wouldn't say our best. You know what? Let's just... Anyway, what are we planning to do at this party?
We're not dead, so.
This is true. We've been doing good so far.
Well, we want to try and find out if, if he is there, and if we can, one of us can speak to him, we should definitely try and find out more about Gabriel Franquet and his connection with the cult, and whether we can, what would be the best course of action to take to deal with that, and what his plans might be. Because if he's getting into these parties, someone's getting him in. There's no way that his own merit is getting him in.
All right, so find connections that he has. Are we...
What is this guy's name?
Godfrey Franquet was hard.
Technically Franquet.
Franquet.
Okay.
That's a Chevalier name.
Ideally, we want to find as many members of the cult that we can.
Okay.
We want to root out cultist ties in the city.
he has some sort of plan? Because my best guess is that he has some sort of plan to either draw influence or, at worst, dispose of the princess, which would be awful. But if we can expose him and get her favor, that would be good for us. That's like that would be the best possible outcome. But like the chances of that happening are, well, I like to dream, you know.
I mean, two things that we would need to think about is what side the princess is on. I mean, we know ultimately she's on her own side, but we need to find out if she's involved or knows about or is even aware of the cult at all. And the other thing would be Franquette was trying to look up stuff about the Nine Hells and the devils and things when he was visiting Ash. So my guess, he's got an in with Jonathan, or at least knows maybe. That would make the most sense to me, considering that he's a part of the cult and he's researching devils, and I don't think Jonathan is of this plane.
Well, well, that's okay. So that's the thing then. Do we want to speak to him as if we are one of their own, which they might see through because they might know? I mean, we don't know how many of them are. We have no idea if all members know each other. Probably not, but it could be risky if someone he doesn't recognize is wearing a ring, versus do we want to try and corner him somewhere we won't be seen and get the information out of him that way?
We could.
In which case, I will deal with that.
You were saying, Jason?
The way I'm reading things is we have potentially 3 targets at this party. There's 3 of us. Is it worth splitting the group? If we're not going to be getting in fights and we're just going to be investigating. Lying low.
I think we can mingle as we please. I doubt, however, well, I'd say there's a 75% chance that even if we met an enemy at this party, it's too public. There's a princess here. The guard is going to be. I don't think they're going to do anything. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, maybe. Actually, worst case scenario is that everybody's in on the cult and they all turn on us and we just die at this party. But I really don't think that's going to happen. So that's
I
like a
hope
1%
that's not going to
chance.
happen. That would be
Yeah.
that would be a massive oversight.
Right.
Oh,
I would say at most we're just risking having to leave Mercatoria immediately tonight if we're found out and if they come after us.
it will be something subtle. If they're going to make some sort of move and they're going to do it here, it'll be. DM question: Is this the last kind of event that's being like held in her honor like this before she moves on to somewhere else, or is this just another one that we've decided to go to?
Only the first week. This is just the one that you've all heard about. This is the one you've got access to, which is the most important.
Okay.
Is this being held at the Silverhall's estate?
This is being held at the Silverhall's Manor House.
Is there a way for me to hide our haversack with all of our weapons in it in a room near the party?
I mean, you know the lady of the house.
Okay.
If you could perhaps if you could ask to have your bag kept somewhere safe.
Okay.
They will have some form of coat check.
Right.
If you want to put it with them, but it's a case of do you want ready access to it, or do you want to have to go and get it checked out and stuff? Normally, from your experience, there is someone there waiting at the door, because it is quite a cold climate. There is someone there waiting at the door to take things like coats and cloaks.
I don't think we're going to get in a fight there.
Well, I hope not.
I mean, Cade doesn't need to check a weapon.
Yeah. Cade's like,
That's rude.
I'll be leaving my sword here. It won't fit, but if we need spells. Well, and you'll just summon the staff to his hand. It's like, I've got this.
You could also stash a small weapon of some kind. I'd say Audra could probably stash a short sword, tactically enough, because you are very large. And Jason could probably stash a dagger or two.
Preferably 2.
Yeah, you could definitely stash 2. You haven't got quite as many places to stash daggers as you normally do.
Yeah.
But on the inside of your jacket, you could definitely get 2 daggers in.
Cool.
Like
Okay.
you could get your dagger of returning, and
No, I left that at the temple.
oh yeah. Okay, well you could get 2 mundane daggers in.
Dang. Oh, the roleplay. So,
Right. Should we just fucking go? Just
Okay.
we'll deal with what we see. We're aware of what we want to do and what we want to achieve. It's just a matter of dealing with it when we get there.
so
I
clarifying.
suppose.
We want to find out about Godfried and the cult and identify as many cult members as possible and possibly find out his plans. And we want to find out exactly what side the princess is on and do we want to try and associate with her at all?
I would say so for now. I mean,
It depends, though,
put
doesn't
it this way.
We don't know if she's a cultist at the moment.
Well, here's the thing. It's better to start getting on her good side than to start getting on her bad side, then change course, rather than get on her bad side and then, oh, she's actually someone that should be an ally. Let's work our way. It would be easier to tear down the friendship we've made than to build something from negative. I'm bad with words.
Kate
You know what
being
I
all
mean.
Smart
No,
and shit.
I'm
Hold on.
just-
I'm very
that was-
impressed.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with that line of logic. Good job.
I
Wasn't thinking
like
of
I
that.
said, I do this. I've been to so many of these things. Like I get it. Like I understand. Like I don't understand many things, but
He is a man of
how
political mystery.
to deal with nobles, I get it. That's literally all I've ever done. So it's like
Got
my
it.
one area of expertise.
Okay. Okay. Brilliant.
Right, each of us take a ring. Jason's going to give each of us a ring, just in case. Do not only use it in emergencies.
Absolutely.
Right. All right.
So,
Should we organize a quick way to leave in case things do go south?
clarification.
Hmm?
Do we? So, which way do we want to deal with Godfrey? Trying to pretend to be another member of the cult, or taking him to one side and
I think we'll get
Threats, I
there
guess.
and see what is in front of us.
true.
It's, we don't know what is going to be there.
Okay.
We don't.
Yeah.
There's too
Yeah.
many
No, you're right. You're right.
outliers at the moment.
Yeah. Just go. Yeah. Everything's gonna be.
Right, look at
Everything's
me,
gonna be
Kate,
fine. I'm
Kate,
not
Kate.
nervous. I'm not
It's
nervous at
okay.
all.
It's okay. You've done this before. Me and Audra have more reason to be nervous than you. You are made for this. You said it yourself. This is your expertise. You are a king, sir.
No, I'm not. Jason, I'm just a noble. I'm not a king. There's a difference in the levels. I'm like down here. Kings are like up. Oh, it's a hey, yeah,
No, like
it was
you're
right.
you're like up here and like kings are down here. You understand?
I'm not sure you know how that's. I don't think that's how the. You know what? Sure. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Turning this feudal
go.
system upside down.
Cade is on top now.
if we are on opposite sides of the room and we are in trouble,
Yes.
a quick sign to let everybody know that we are in trouble. Because we will all be checking in with each other constantly.
I can try and make the room fuck up. We could disappear.
I mean, a more practical sign. The princess is there. I think if the room fogs up, we're going to be in deep shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense to be fair.
Anybody got a sign?
I'm trying to see if I have anything.
Caca.
Not doing
should we-
I
There's
love
a
that
bird
so
call
much.
in that room.
Should
I'm
we
gonna
try
punch
to buy a whistle or something before we go? Each.
Well, I don't. That would be kind of suspicious. Not gonna lie.
I mean, if this is in case of emergency and we need to get to each other, though. This isn't in case anything's just
I
slightly
mean, but
going
if it's a
south.
subtle emergency,
I mean, like a subtle emergency, like help. This conversation is boring. Oh my god, I want
Oh,
to leave like that.
I thought that you was worried that you'd been found out and that the cult were going to
well,
stab
I mean,
you.
yes, that's
Oh,
that's
no.
more what I was going for.
At that point, like we're just all gonna run. We will meet
Yeah.
back here if anything happens. Agreed?
Agreed. Yeah, it's the
Alright.
safest place.
For now.
Planning was so much easier with Long Shadow.
Great. So the hand sign is gonna be this if you're in trouble. Okay. Great.
Okay. Peace.
Yeah, just like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. That works.
Okay.
Okay, you finish planning just as Ashtoniri comes down, just in her nightgown, and gets this bowl of cereal. And,
Good morning.
good
Morning.
morning. You guys all look very nice.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, and then we'll fast forward to this evening. As there is a knock on the door of the tower. That's, the,
Jason dress all fancy all day. I want to undo this top button. Nope, you can't undo the top button. That's a sign of weakness.
I feel so sweaty.
And then, yes, the dwarf apprentice goes to the door, and Londis goes to the door and opens, and you hear a voice from coming from downstairs, which is the Lady Silverhall requests the presence of Audra, Jason Vagrant, and Cade Varkian.
Oh, right. So subtlety about me is gone because you gave him the name. So that's
Well, actually,
yeah.
would you? That's a good question. Would you have given Cade's name?
No.
Oh,
What name would you
His
have-
just
name
Cade?
is
What name would you have
Is-
given?
The name
Joffrey.
Wait, what was the
No,
name?
that's not the name you gave.
What was the name that we gave when we teleported into the city?
Rutux you.
When you
No,
teleported
no,
into
we
Vanador.
all had
Oh,
fake
the-
names
oh,
when we
the-
Keith
teleported in.
Richards.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
I'm Lucas Schmidt.
Is that
Is
really
it?
your name?
Is that actually the name you
Yes.
gave? Okay.
Yes.
Of one lady, of one
Called you?
Miss Audra, Mr. Jason Vagrant, and Mr. Lucas Schmidt.
Okay, it's been like a week since we used that. Okay, it's like, who's that? Oh, that's me. That's me. That's the, yep. Yep.
Oh my god. I'm dead. I'm so dead.
You head down, you see a very very counter to the voice that you heard. You see a very dapperly dressed dwarf. It takes you a moment to clock it for a dwarf, as it is clean shaven. Very strange to see. He's wearing a black and white suit. Outside there is a very lavishly appointed carriage, being drawn by two white horses.
What are you, some sort of halfling?
I, sir, I'm a dwarf.
Jason.
And he's gonna like whisper to Audra, I thought dwarves had beards.
So rude.
Even the girls do.
Be nice. I don't know.
He has a hat on, so it's hard to tell if he has any hair. He definitely doesn't have any hair from here downwards.
It is a very nice hat. Should we go? Mr. Dwarf.
Yeah?
Whenever you are ready, please step into the carriage, and I will take you all to Silverhall Manor.
And
Thank you very
Jason's gonna
much.
like bow to the dwarf.
He bows back.
See, I see you getting it. You getting it. Huh?
So you all clamber in. Oh, that's really intense. My God. So you all climb into the back, dressed in your finery, and inside the carriage, it's very very comfortable. There's seats either side, and at the in this in the sides, you see there are ice buckets with champagne inside. This is it's like a fantasy limo.
Oh my god!
Is it an
amazing.
elongated carriage?
No,
Please
no,
say
no.
something.
It's a regular size carriage. It's large. It's large, but it's not long. Yes, 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 Aaron. Are you jealous? You're missing this.
I was gonna say that's what she said and decided to not.
Wow,
Wow.
wow.
Why are their seats so comfortable, but their gloves so tight?
You know, that's a good question.
It sounds possible you bought the wrong size.
You've gotten bigger. What can I say?
I'm swallowed, Jason.
Oh my god.
Your constitution score went up. You have gotten a little
Very good
beefier
point.
since you started your adventure.
Very good point.
You also normally wear much looser clothing.
Yes, that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Okay, and you start trundling along. Carriage gets a little rocky, but the seats are nice and comfortable, so it's easy to ignore. And you see the city pass by on the outside. You see every now and then when you pass by some commoners, they all kind of crane their necks to see who's inside. And after after a short while, you find your way. You arrive outside Silverhall Manor, which is this very, very large 3-story manor house with these white painted walls, decorated with this almost golden stone. And there are people. It's illuminated with all sorts of fires and magical lights. You see there are a steady stream of nobility going in through the front door. On the outside, you see there are 4 of the Viridian Guard guarding the front of the house. Along with a significant entourage of they don't look to be city guard, and they don't look to be Viridian Guard. They some kind of private military force, but they all look very, very smartly dressed, and they're patrolling the grounds, ensuring keeping the common folk at bay, who are kind of gathered to see to get a glimpse of the nobles and specifically of the princess.
How many stories is the building?
3.
3 stories. All right. And we go through the front gate. Is there like set grounds prior to the building?
There is a walled off estate where there is a large turning circle for the carriages to draw into. And that is where these large steps down from the front door come in. You pull up outside, and the driver opens the door for you to step out.
Milady.
Yeah, I'll head out first.
Okay. You step out. You see there are some commoners like craning over the front of the over the walls with these metal bars at the front. Trying to get a look to see if it was the princess this time. Oh no. And yeah, you are able to. You're able.
Order's the real princess. How dare?
Has Aldra told us what's going on with Lady Silverhall?
Good question. How much has Audra been kissing and telling?
Aldra's just made a new friend.
Okay.
Audra, you're very good at making friends.
The skill.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's how you made such great friends with all of us, right?
Definitely.
I'm pretty sure the first thing she did with you was punch you.
I love that Jason's got a fucking 20 wisdom, but has no idea the closest person in the world to him.
To be fair, Jason's pretty tuned out of that aspect of the human experience.
That's true.
100%.
Sure.
Okay. And yeah, you all make your way inside, hit with this wall of warmth as you step across the threshold. And there are servants there waiting to take your effects.
Brilliant. I left everything
Hydration
weapon
check.
related except for the weapons we have concealed back at the tower.
You left it all back at the tower. Okay.
All of our like big swords and stuff.
Okay. So you've left the haversack as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Jason would have brought, because it's much finer than his weapons. Long Shadow's blade singing sword, just on his hilt, but he'll hand that over.
Yeah, that would definitely. They would ask you to turn that over when you enter.
Yeah.
And they take the sword and they take your coats and your cloaks, and you are ushered into the main ballroom, which is this large, about 50 feet by 50 feet, about 50 feet by 70 feet room. There is a enormous crystal chandelier on top. The room is two-tier, where there is kind of almost a viewing area at the top. People tend to be seem to be keeping more to the edges, as there's this large dance floor in the center. A few couples have taken to the dance floor in a steady waltz, but overall, people tend to be milling around the edges in conversation. Audra, as you enter, there is a man standing at the door who announces your entry and goes, "Miss Audra, Mr. Jason Vagrant, and Mr.
Yes?
Lucas Schmidt."
What?
He doesn't respond.
No.
He is stony faced, looking straight out.
It's just introducing us, Jason. That's how.
Introducing us to who? What all these guys aren't even.
everyone. Yes, announcing who has
Into the room
arrived.
we go, and Audrey's
Yep.
gonna start walking in. Do I see Elena anywhere?
So you start craning your neck around to see Elena, and eventually you spot her making a line towards you. She is dressed in a very nice long red silk gown, and she has her hair has been curled to perfection. She has this large mane of curly black hair, kind of an olive skin color, with these deep brown eyes, and yes, she runs over to you and she goes, "Audrey, you made it."
I reach my hand out to take hers,
And she puts it out for you to take.
and I kiss her hand, and I say, "You look gorgeous."
Thank goodness you arrived. My husband's friends are such boring people.
How bad is it? Scale of 1 to 10.
They keep just talking about mining quotas and... they want to keep talking about the war and how they can fund the war and all these things, if there'll be a need for silvered weapons, things like that.
Ugh.
The sooner all this is done, the better. Do you want to go for a dance?
I would love to.
Okay. And yeah, she takes your hand out onto the dance floor.
Brilliant. As we're dancing,
Make me a performance check.
okay. Oh God, what dice? Okay.
With advantage, because Lady Elena is a very talented dance partner.
Oh.
Good job, ma'am. Cause ooh, yikes. Okay, I rolled a 16. I got a 17. Plus
Okay. A bit of a shaky start, but eventually, like, you are leading, however, she's kind of pulling you to show you how to lead. And before long, you've managed to remember the steps that you've been working on over the past few days, and you're in quite a competent waltz.
Oh. Very cute.
As always, you make me better.
Well, you're a talented and fast learner.
Thank you. As we're dancing, I want to kind of clock the room.
Okay.
Do I see that guy, Rex?
Make a perception check.
Wood. Okay. Ooh, 7. Elena's just way too distracting.
She is far too distracting, and you are currently, I mean, you're waltzing and spinning, and it's very difficult to get a lock on without breaking the waltz. You are too concentrated on your feet right now.
That's fair.
Okay, we'll leave you for a moment as you do that. Cade and Jason, what are you guys doing? Audra has been spirited away by the lady.
Kate, has Audra ever kissed your hand like that?
No, why? She's had no reason to.
It's just odd. I don't know. These
It's a noble thing.
is a noble thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's a noble thing. You don't
Jason
have to kiss
is
my hand,
literally
don't worry.
bowing to every single person he passes as well, like,
Yep.
including guards. Like more so to guards because he respects them more.
There are very, very few guards dotted around a couple places. You notice the decoration of this place is, as you would have learned that Lord Silverhall owns a silver mine. Like all the furnishings are all decorated with silver, and there are large silvered suits of armor that are kept along the walls.
Sticky fingers. Sticky fingers.
Very pretty.
Kate,
Yes.
we have a very important mission to do. I need you to do one thing for me, please. I need you to make sure I do not steal anything.
Oh, jeez. No.
I didn't realize there'd be so much silver.
That is the last thing you want to do here. That is. No, please, just focus on.
And I have the restraint right now, but I am not
Just
to
focus
drink a
on
thing.
breathing.
As you do that,
bowing
a
to
waiter comes
people.
to you with a platter full of silver goblets. He goes, "May I interest you in a drink?"
No.
Yes, of course. Cade takes one like Jason.
And he bows.
Cade will just look at him like, what the fuck? And then just look to the waiter and just smile. And just...
Chevalier champagne.
Of course. Only the best, of course. Jason, will you have a glass with me?
And he's gonna. Cheers.
Yes.
Are you having a glass, sir?
I'm working, I'm afraid, but thank you.
But you can drink.
Have
whilst
one
you
on us
work
later.
before.
And he bows his head and starts walking away.
Jason also bows.
Oh my god.
Awkward Jason is my favorite thing. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long night.
Is there any foliage at all, like plants?
Yeah, there are a few decorative plants around the place.
He's just gonna pour his drink into the soil of one of the plants.
Sleight of hand
discreetly.
check.
Oh
my
my god, no.
He doesn't want to drink, but he doesn't want to be rude.
Why are we Caleb and not right now? Why?
Where is my d20? It's over here.
Itch.
Oh no, that's not great. That's a
If you get us
2.
kicked out of this party.
That's a 2 plus 7.
So you try and go walk backwards. So hang on, what was the total?
9.
9. You try and walk backwards into this next to this thing, and you discreetly over your shoulder do that. However, you miss your aim and it goes on the floor.
Oh.
No one seems to have noticed, so you just kind of walk away.
Oh no.
Okay, take the silver before I do.
Oh goodness. Takes the glass. Like, you can't drink it that quickly. It's not. Did you drink this?
No, I didn't. There's
Behind
another puddle
Jason,
over
you
there.
can see there is a small pool of champagne just fizzing on the floor.
Oh god. This is really going to be a long night. Kate will kind of look to the nearest, try and catch the eye of the nearest kind of waiter that's passing, and kind of give it to them to take.
Easy enough.
Kind of keep his drink. Can I have a look around the room, see if I can see a certain individual that I might recognize?
Roll a perception check.
Cool. There's a 14 on the die. Plus perception plus 3. 17.
17. Yeah, so you start wandering around the party, kind of like like you do when you're at a house party when you don't know anyone.
Yes, Bertie.
Yeah.
Of all the people who know me, yes.
So you're kind of just nodding and looking around, trying to find that one person you do know.
Where's the dog?
And eventually you do manage to you get a bead on you're looking for Godfrey, right?
Is there a dog at this party?
You're looking for Frankat?
Yeah.
Okay. And you
Unless
managed
there's
to
a dog,
find
we'll go for the dog instead.
you managed to find Godfrey Franquet, the noble who matches the description given to you by Ashtonidi and by Londis.
Cool.
So he's got this slicked back blonde hair.
What is he currently doing? In terms of, is he speaking with someone, or is he by himself, or is he
He's currently
doing cult shit?
He's currently in a small gathering, talking to a human woman, and a human woman and a human man. You don't recognize either of them from your research. They both look very well to do, but they seem to be in some furtive conversation. Furtive means secretive. Just I don't know.
Thesaurus.
So they're not like openly having a conversation.
They're not like
kind of
loudly
very
talking
quiet.
over the music. They seem to be somewhat speaking in just slightly hushed tones, not like super secretive talking like this. It's more
Yes.
like
Yeah. Hushed tones.
just talking normal volume.
I will I'll kind of nudge Jason and kind of kind of nod in the direction to kind of be like, that's the one we're looking for.
Do you think
Just so
those
he knows that's what he looks
people
like
he's
as well.
talking to are cultists?
I mean, I was gonna say they don't look like cultists, but no one here really looks like cultists. Is he very animatedly talking? Does he use his hands, or is he very just
He's holding in one hand. He's holding a drink. He holds a drink in both hands, and then every once in a while he'll like gesture with one hand. Like that.
Okay, so when he's doing that, and if I can see his hands based on the angle, is he like facing away from me right now, or kind of
I mean, you could
side-on,
easily
or-
angle yourself to get a look if you wanted
Cool.
to.
Is he wearing a ring, or any of them wearing rings? Actually, of those three.
Make a perception check and a stealth check.
Oh, that's
In
scary.
that order.
In whichever order, doesn't matter.
Cool. I will do.
So it's all one action.
I don't have disadvantage on stealth because I'm not. Would I be? I wouldn't be wearing my armor, would I?
No, you were wearing fancy
No.
clothes. You're not wearing,
yeah,
you're not wearing
so-
scale mail.
Cool.
Also, your
nice.
scale mail doesn't impose disadvantage anymore because you got it.
Oh yeah,
enchanted.
true. Yeah, no, sorry. It's been so long. So 13 plus 5 for the stealth.
18. Okay.
18, and then perception. Gosh, don't be bad. Oh, that's not great. That's a 14 total. 11 plus 3.
You try and get a look, but you can't quite see if it's. Most of them are wearing jewelry of some kind. It's hard to tell if it's a cult ring or not. But on the bright side, they don't seem to notice you getting a look.
So, I'll just kind of like absent-mindedly kind of talk to Jason. You know, doing that thing where I'm having a conversation directly to Jason, but I'm kind of like doing that thing where I'm like looking around the room and pointing to things and kind of, you know, playing it up so those who cannot, you know, hear what I'm saying kind of do not assume I'm saying anything of any importance. I'll be like, so, how do we want to approach this? It appears with those others, should we try and lure him off to one side, or do you want to try and approach him and speak to him, or perhaps I should? What are we thinking?
My friend, I think for now we just run across. We look around. We make
Keep
sure.
an eye.
We'll keep an eye out. We also have another few people to keep an eye out for. We haven't seen the
Gotcha.
princess yet, or Sterling Rexwood.
And I'll keep an eye on.
Make sure to check. Do we know what Sterling looks like, though?
You
I'm
two
curious to
haven't
know-
met him.
I'm curious to know if Godfrey is going to talk to Sterling, because we know that Sterling is a cultist.
I'll keep an eye on Godfrey. You see what you can find out. See if you can perhaps see if Audra has seen.
I can go grease some palms.
Maybe more of the bowing stuff. That might work a little better.
I don't
Yeah,
mean
it's
literally
probably-
grease palms, Kate.
Your hands sweaty? If they're sweaty, you need to.
No,
I
I
would,
mean,
don't
like,
shake any hands if your hands are sweaty. That's
No,
like
like make friends. Like I'm going to go talk to people.
it's a very strange way to say it, but
Grease
okay.
some
Yeah,
palms. Have you never heard grease some palms?
absolutely not.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say it all the time now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you do that. Just don't get yourself in any trouble, and I will try and keep an eye.
All right. We're just still dancing.
Yes, you haven't been talking for that long.
Are there any groups around the room that would strike Jason's notice?
No,
Oh, actually, no. Sorry. Am I right to talk to a servant, please?
Yeah, you can do. You can put. You can one of the waiters. That's there's plenty of them milling around that you can just grab the attention of. And yeah, as you start clicking, man comes over with some glass, like crystal glasses this time.
And then he's gonna bow.
Bows in return. It's a young elf boy.
Sorry, my friend. What is your name?
I hate you. Name
Wow,
is...
not very nice thing to say. Rude. Small boy.
I should have.
You know who I am?
I should have just prepared a shitload of names.
Sorry. His name is Bob.
My name is Teller.
Teller, my friend. I apologize. I am quite new to the city. I'm looking to start making some introductions with some important people. Obviously, I have the invite to the party, but I'm trying to establish exactly who's who and who's worth my time and who is not.
Okay, hang on. Well, I can make a I can show you some. Over here we have that is Duke Erastus Yorcaster, the king's brother. Over there, that's next to him, that's Sir Lionel Kingsman, his bodyguard. There is Lord Thaddeus Stennering. He gestures over to the group that Cade was just talking about.
Yeah.
You get the impression that is the name of the other man in the group.
What's that name?
Thaddeus Stennering. Lord Thaddeus Stennering. Speaking with Baroness Helena Aldridge and Sir Godfrey Franquette. Of course, the ambassadors are in attendance. We have Eldrak Frostback from Storm's Wrath, Ingval Irontongue from Morocardon, and Tisea Vanadel from Caith Solon.
Who's from Caith Solon?
Tisea Vanadel.
This is a lot of names to write down. Would you care to make my introductions? I am a merchant. I specialize in trades in silks and wares. I'm looking to start doing business with people.
Certainly, I can. He looks very nervous. He knows he's not allowed to say no, but also this isn't in his job description. So
Yeah.
certainly, I can do that for you. Who would you like to be introduced to?
Do I just go balls to the wall and go talk to? No, I'm not going to go talk to Godfrey.
Oh, I gotta do it at some point.
Yeah, certainly not. Who do you think can make me the most money?
This poor boy.
Well, what did you say you were selling again?
I'm selling silks, like fine silks from where makes fine silks. I would know that as a pirate.
Fine silks would probably be. I mean, Markhand would probably have decent silks. Cheval as well.
I sell only the finest silks from Cheval.
Oh, your accent, I wouldn't have placed you from there.
I'm not originally.
I see. Well, I don't know anyone who trades in silks here. Lord Thaddeus owns a quarry, I know that. The Duke represents all of southern Mercatoria.
Rock guys.
This is a lot of rock guys. I chose the wrong market. I sell gold. No.
You sell weapons too.
Well, you would know, all of you would know this. Northern Mercatoria is mostly mines and quarries
Yeah.
and things like that. All the arable farming stuff is Southern Mercatoria.
Okay.
Mm.
Let's go make friends with the Duke.
Very well. You've picked like the most intimidating person for this guy to talk to.
Oh boy.
And he leads you over to the Duke, who is currently in a small conversation with
You can introduce me as Sir Jason Vagrant.
Very well. And he walks over to the Duke, who eventually like he like doesn't know quite how to get the attention of the Duke, so he stands there for a moment until the Duke turns, and he goes, "Sir Jason Vagrant, a merchant of Cheval." He bows and he walks backwards.
And then Jason is gonna hold out his hand to take the Duke's hand.
And so the Duke looks at you. Make a persuasion check.
Where's my dice?
My God.
What does Longshadow think about all this, Aaron?
This is your fault. I saw
You're
that.
muted, Aaron.
I was just lecturing him, letting him know that this is all happening because he decided not to be there. This is his fucking fault.
The persuasion, yeah?
Yep.
It's not great. That's a 3 plus 2 for a 5.
So he just kind of stares at you and he's just like, Mr. Vagrant? Sir
And then
Vagrant?
Jason's just gonna try and save it and bow.
I haven't
um,
heard your name.
yes. I am a merchant. I'm looking to make some connections. I'm here networking, if you will. I was informed by this lovely gentleman, and he's gone. Okay. I was informed by him that you were in charge of like South Mercatoria, and I would like to be your friend.
You would like to be my friend?
I think we can make a lot of money together. I want to look at his hands.
I am not in the business of business for the South. I am there as its ruler for all disputes that are too minor for my brother.
I know that, of course. But by being your friend, you could put me in contact with people who I'm just gonna stop talking and just turn around and walk away.
He looks bewildered for a moment, and then he just like has a drink and turns back around to the conversation he was having.
He gets halfway through the sentence. Fuck.
Kid, I can't talk to people.
At least they're probably not going to suspect you of espionage because no people who do espionage are that incompetent. I feel like.
Cade is
I
just
feel
gonna
like.
look at him and just be like, "So, how'd it go? What? How?"
You see,
Not-
you see
not
as
great.
you look past Jason, you see the Duke, who is kind of like just like he's doing this and talking to the person in front of him.
Oh my God.
Oh dear. Well,
Not great, Kate. I'll be honest. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, it was probably.
should I create a new scale that is lower than 1? Is that-
Yes.
Right, yes.
Probably
Mm.
that.
Well, perhaps I should do the talking. Maybe.
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah. Well, anything's probably better than that. So,
We're doing
did
great.
you spoke to the servant boy? Did you get any other names of people
No.
here?
Well, from the servant I did. I got shitloads of names. But
Oh.
as I don't have a pen and paper to hand, I don't remember all of them. I remembered the one that I was going to talk to. I think the person that is talking to Godfrey is called Thedustria Stennering or something like that. And a
Thaddeus
duchess
Stennering.
as well.
No,
A baroness. Baroness.
Wait. So the two people that are talking to
Baroness
Godfrey,
Helena
huh?
Aldridge
uh,
and Lord Thaddeus Stennering.
cool. What was the last name for Helena?
Aldridge. Aldridge, basically. Pronounced Aldridge.
Cool. Right. Well, we do need to adjust that group at some point. I'm just trying to think the best way to go about it. Is there so with this room, is there anywhere like is it just this one room, or does it seem like there's anywhere else that people are going off to, or anywhere that could be somewhat of a private space?
Yeah, there are plenty of, like, other rooms in the house. This is just the main ballroom.
Ah.
If you wanted to step into a side room, like, you could do.
Well, the question is, do we want to do any of this without Audra? Or is Audra...
I'd say right
Basically
about now,
dancing.
Audra could, if you wanted to, you could stop dancing.
Perhaps...
Audra's gonna go get a drink for the lady.
Okay. And yeah, she's pretty spun out. You've been dancing for quite a while at this point. And yeah, she's gonna say, "That would be lovely, thank you."
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You're gonna see Audra going over to a. Is there a drink table, or are there just servants?
There are drink tables there. There's like they've got the old drink mountains, and they've got some just on the side that you can take without everything falling over. And there are people wandering around with drinks, so it's a whole thing.
Ooh, the urge to grab one from the bottom. Anyway,
Yeah, there's this section. It's mainly champagne, and there is a raspberry wine called the Marcan's Kiss, which is famous across Sorodin.
Dope. You guys are gonna see Audra start heading over to the drink table. She is going to glance your way.
She didn't do the signal. Is that the? Oh wait. Oh, is she good? I don't. Maybe we should go and.
Audra sees that and like kind of stops and pivots and turns to you and starts walking towards you.
Oh. No. Kate's just like.
Okay, she
This
turns to go
system is
back to the drink
flawless.
table.
Why are you all doing interpretive dance during this ball? I'm so confused.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
Because I
understand.
don't know
what's
any
happening.
other
You guys are
type of-
lucky this is a
Aaron.
crowded ballroom.
This is the only reason why this works for me.
I'm
Kate also start
imagining,
making his way over.
I'm imagining Cade and Jason as like Harry and Ron in the Yule Ball, where they're just like sitting up on one side like this.
I'll make my way
I'm
over to
imagining
Audra.
you as Mac and Charlie in that one episode where they're like across the ballroom. One episode of Always Sunny, you just
Alright, I'm gonna start making my way over to Audra, and I'll kind of gesture to Jason to follow.
Yeah, Jason.
I'm
will
just
follow.
purposely making my way across the room.
So, what have you two found out? Anything?
Well, we found Godfrey,
Okay.
and
Where is he?
he's speaking. I will point it out to you. Let's not be too suspicious. You can finish getting your drink, and perhaps I will point him out on our way back across the room. He is
Cool.
currently speaking with two others, a Baroness, Hannah, Hella. Words are hard.
Helena
Helena.
Aldridge.
Helena Altridge,
Helena.
and Thaddeus, right? Thaddeus was the other one, and Thaddeus
Stennering.
Stannering. That. Thank you, voice of God.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, we currently seem to be having a conversation. I couldn't spot. They're all wearing different forms of jewelry. I couldn't particularly from the distance I was looking from, couldn't specifically spot anything.
I see. Okay. Maybe I'll ask Lady Elena about it. Are you two okay?
Yes.
Yes, they say in unison, both very suspiciously.
Okay.
We don't need to talk to the Duke,
No.
or at least
And we should
anymore.
probably stay out of South Mercatoria for a while.
You know what?
You don't want to know, Audra.
Yeah.
You just
yeah,
you don't
you're
want
right,
to
You're
know.
right. You're right. You're right.
Also, don't go over in that corner. There's Just
What's
kind
in
of
the
looks
corner?
over to the fucking puddle. Has anyone found it yet?
Someone slipped
Still
over
there?
Oh my god.
it.
In that moment, someone slips.
No one's found it, but no one's slipped yet.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is going really well.
Yeah, it's going great.
So, how do we want to speak to Godfrey and perhaps pull him away into one of these other rooms where we can speak with him a little more privately about matters?
You can always try flashing the ring.
Oh boy.
I'm leaving that up
Speaking
to you two.
Speaking of cultists, have you spotted I forget his name. Sorry, so many names.
Sterling Rexwood.
Yes.
Now that I have stopped dancing and I'm at the drink table, can I take a quick peer around the crowd?
Make a regular perception check without disadvantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Much better, much better. 19.
Okay. Yes, with a little bit of playing around, you managed to find Lord Sterling Baron Sterling Rexwood, who has just entered the ballroom.
Oh.
What a
That would be
dick.
because he just got here.
Yeah, he's wearing a long black tailcoat. His very dark black hair is very short, shortly kept. He's very clean shaven. Yeah, he looks very smart. He also looks very severe. He has a very cut jawline.
Well, no wonder the
kind of
Ponzi motherfuckers in
suspicious
tails.
eyes.
Fuck everyone who wears tails, just first of all. Just straight up.
Audra's wearing a tailcoat right this
Tails,
second.
goddammit!
I mean,
Audra is wearing a tailcoat right now.
I can't retract my statement, but also fuck everyone who wears tails.
Fight me.
You'd fight an
Anyway.
old man?
Yeah, what the
Yes.
fuck?
I would.
Specifically
Anyway.
that old man. Anyway.
Just kind of keeping a conversation with the two, but keeping an eye on him. Does he seem to be looking for anyone or beelining anywhere?
He doesn't seem to be beelining. He's currently kind of surveying the area with very kind of narrowed eyes.
Okay.
He looks like a dick.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. All right.
Oh boy.
I'd better not keep Lady Elena waiting. Maybe I'll try and find out some more information about those other two.
We might need to get Godfrey away before the two of them get together, because if they are both cultists, then the chances of us being able to pull one of them away for reasons unknown, chances will be a lot lower. Just a thought.
Okay.
And we know at least one of them is definitely involved. So,
Sure.
also still no sign of the princess yet, so
No, not yet. I imagine she's going
2
to
out
be
of 3
faster
ain't
than
bad,
the
though.
date. All right. I'll leave you to it once again. And I will pick up another glass of the wine and go back to Lady Elena.
Take some raspberry wine, and you head back to Elena.
Is anybody talking to her?
She would have gotten into friendly conversation with. She's talking to a silver dragonborn lady right now.
Oh. Audra's going to walk over and she's going to hand a glass to Lady Elena. And she's going to say, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I would have brought you one if I had seen you sooner. Here, take mine. And Audra's going to offer her drink to the silver dragonborn.
She takes it, thankfully. He goes, Audra, this is Lady Vashta Gleamscale of Storm's Wrath.
A great pleasure to meet you, my lady.
And you. I can't do a gravelly woman's voice. It's not something within my repertoire.
I appreciate it. Oh, same. What was the name again?
Lady Vashta Gleamscale. Pronounced Vashta.
Vashta Gleamscale. Excellent. And, what brings you to this lovely party, other than the company, of course?
Well, like many, I wish to... This isn't going to work, it sounds like a man. Like many,
That's
I wish
okay.
to pay my respects to the princess in this time of war, and offer what I can in the way of Storm's Wrath resources. I know that Storm's Wrath tries to remain as neutral as we can in these situations, but we have to throw in a hat with someone.
Interesting. I mean, obviously this is a good choice, but what makes you side with this lovely princess and not the other?
I personally believe in following the lead of our brothers in Mercatoria, as they pose a significant geographical disadvantage if we side against them.
Oh, I see. I see. That is a tough spot to be in, but I respect your choice.
It is only a shame that the rulers of Storm's Wrath are stubborn as mules when they want to be.
Well, we all know people like that, right? So, other than talk of war and of tough subjects, are you having a good time?
Quite, it is a lovely party. I was just paying my compliments to our hostess.
Ah, yes, the beautiful hostess, I might add.
And yeah, she gives you a little
Audra's-
nudge.
I mean, since we're all here and we're all trying to make friends, do you know anybody else who is of like mind, who is fun and not totally boring and talking about like mines and rocks?
I was having an interesting conversation with one Mr. Where is he? He's difficult to find. There he is, and she points like down, and it's a rock gnome, who is currently in conversation. Mr. Harnum Longstep.
Interesting. What does he look like?
He is he's very nicely dressed in some quite strange attire. Like it's just a little out of the ordinary. It looks like it's been custom tailored. It's nothing, no kind of style you've seen before, but it does look very fancy and posh. It's kind of white and gold brocading, and yeah, he's got this this cropped back bright blue hair. Yeah.
That is a very interesting style he has. I quite like it. Unlike anybody, does anybody else in the room kind of have that kind of?
No one looks quite as standout as he does.
Yeah.
He looks a little bit eccentric. Like everyone in this place is dressed to the nines.
Right. Like. So nice.
Yeah. I'd say like one of the most boringly dressed people is definitely Rexwood. He's got one of the more understated outfits out of everyone. Most people are dressed in fairly light colors, but all their stuff shares a kind of a design. All the gents are wearing suits of various kinds, different cuts, and all the women dressed in these lovely lavish dresses. And some women like yourself dressed choosing more masculine attire.
I'm just going to kind of comment. She's going to be like, now his style, I absolutely love. That is probably the standout style of this evening, I would say.
Isn't he so entertaining? Says Elena. He's one
Very
of my
much so.
He's one of my invitations.
Oh, What a great pick. Now, I will say, not that he looks bad, but that one over there, a little understated, I think. Could have tried a little bit more. What do you think?
Oh,
And I point
yes,
out
Rexwood. He's here.
Oh.
One of my husband's friends.
Oh, interesting. I mean, do we like him? Do we not like him?
Interesting.
Oh, we don't like him. Okay. What is he in charge of?
He has some. He has a forest in central Makatoria. He supplies most of the kingdom's lumber.
Wood. Get it? I get it now. Okay. Well, we'll avoid that one then, I say. Anybody else that we should avoid? Anybody we don't want to mingle with because they're like a total downer?
Let me see. Besides my husband. See, I had a... Mr. Stennering over there is incredibly boring.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, those three over there, I know those. I don't know that one, and she points to Godfrey. I don't know his name.
I don't think anybody knows that one.
Yes, again, one of my husband's invitations.
Interesting. Okay.
That, don't like that, don't like that. Sus!
And the woman, the Baroness, how does she look?
Aldridge?
Eldridge, yes.
She's a little older. She looks to be around about her late 40s. You know, she's got this brown hair that's getting to be a bit mousy in places. Yeah, she's dressed in this deep purple linen dress. Not quite as lavish as some other people's. You get the impression that her family's not quite as wealthy as, say, Silverhall is. Yeah.
And what do you know of that woman over there? Do we need to rescue her? I mean, she looks like she's deep in this conversation, but I don't know anybody who would enjoy that conversation, you know?
Aldridge.
Uh-huh.
I suppose if you wish to.
Oh no.
Again, just
that's
not the most interesting of people. Most of these nobles spend all their lives locked away. If you wish to go and speak to her, feel free. But I'll just stay here and have a drink.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Honestly, I'd much rather stay with you. And Audra is going to water the wine out of the goblet. And she's going to say, ladies, say, oh.
You see, Elena immediately goes very playfully, like, and the Dragonborn just looks very. I'll pass on this one.
And Audra's going to split the wine in the air into two bubbles, one into Elena's mouth and one into her own.
Okay.
And she's going to say, suit yourself.
Yes, Lady Elena, Miss Audra, and she walks away.
Loved her. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous.
Yes, the silver of the scales is perfectly beautiful.
I agree. Not as gorgeous as you, but I'm biased.
Flatterer.
Always. And care for another dance?
You'll time me out before the night's done, but I suppose.
Might not want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm loving the delayed reactions from Jason.
This is X. This isn't Jason. Jason's not part of the conversation.
Jason's walking around, just keeps feeling just like chills on the back of his neck, like I don't know what's going on, but someone is doing something, and I don't
My
like
double
it.
entendre senses are tingling.
I imagine every time he gets offered a drink, he just takes one and pours it away. No.
Oh my god, you
No.
guys.
I'm assuming after the you get another one, you pull that away, and then you just use it as a prop.
Yeah. Yeah. I've still got the drink. Thank you. Yeah.
Still
Wait,
working on this one.
as he goes to take another one, like just as like he looks like he's going to take another, it's like, Jason, you gotta pull that one away as well, because I am almost finished with mine. If you need a prop.
Yes, but you want silver, and I don't want to
Okay.
be trusted with
He'll
the
just
silver.
finish his drink and just pass
The
it to him and
glass
be like,
ones
"Just-
are crystal.
Oh.
They're all valuable.
Oh no! How valuable, DM?
Ah, Jason!
Make a investigation check.
I just want to remind you, you rolled a 5 for a sleight of hand earlier.
Yeah, I know. Investigation.
Yep.
It's not brilliant. A 7.
You
My
can't-
rolls are
yeah.
shit today. I've rolled a 2, a 3, and a 6.
Yeah, you look at this thing and you're like, crystal, like, it's not like gemstone, it's just, crystallized glass. You can't tell. This could just be glass. You can't tell.
Cool. Yeah. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. Brilliant. What are we doing? I want to go talk to the funky rock gnome.
Okay. You eventually you can find your way over to Harnum Longstep, who's currently dodging and weaving in between people's legs. As they're in the crowd, he is getting every once in a while. People will forget he's down there.
So rude.
Well, it's less of like an intentional. It's like, if there was a small child walking around and you kind of accidentally almost walk into them. And you find your way to this.
Is Kate coming with?
If you just start walking, I'll be like, oh, Jason. Just like,
Yeah.
It'll just go with you just for now. At least. Kind of still keeping an eye on where Godfrey's at.
Okay, and you find your way to Harnum Longstep. Yeah, he's there. If you want to introduce yourself.
Kate, do you want to do the talking?
I don't know who this is. I've not
Saying
met
that,
this
yeah, actually, Jason wouldn't have been part of that conversation. He wouldn't have been
Ah.
aware. Yeah, sorry, that's a bit meta.
Okay. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, you could spot him and see that he's just a funkily dressed person.
Jason, if you listen, are you is this seriously going to be a problem? Kind of just points to the glass.
No.
Is this seriously going to be a problem?
No. No.
Okay, and I'll take the glass from him and I'll be like, why don't you find someone to mingle with? Or I might.
You could just grab a random person and start talking to them.
We may have to bite the bullet and go and speak with him. Try and get him away to have a conversation. Because now that Rexwood is here, it's only a matter of time before it could be too late. Because we do not want him to see us.
I think you're right. Should we go talk to him? Or you do the talking.
You want me to do the talking? Alright, I'll try and...
Absolutely.
Oh, goodness me. Okay, alright. And Kate kind of just takes a moment. I'm trying to think what he would say now.
Where is Aaron? I want to find Aaron.
I know. Oh man, imagine he's Godfrey the whole time.
I'm looking for a level 7 adventurer somewhere in this.
I am.
That's not gonna
Going
work. I'm
to-
like a level 10 character. I'm just like,
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, Kate's just gonna take a breath.
If it will help speed the
Start.
process along, Aaron's not in this room.
Yeah, just start
Hmm.
walking over. Towards the group that Godfrey is with.
Sorry, Aaron. Okay, yeah, you start walking over to the group, and you see as you get closer, they kind of break up their conversation a little bit, start talking a bit louder.
with my kind of passively just like walking over, is it because they see me approaching, or do they see me approaching, or like do they just happen to see me to come to the end of? Passive perception, I believe, is 13.
You get the impression they maybe just saw that they were being observed as you were like you were coming to start a conversation, so they ended what they were saying, and then made a bit of a show of talking about something else.
Noted.
They're a bunch of dicks.
Oh, cultists, yay! We love cultists.
Aaron's sleepy boys. Night, Aaron.
Jason, with his hand in his pocket, is going to slip the ring onto his finger, but he's going to keep his hand in his pocket.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right,
Good to know.
Do you inform Cade that you're doing that?
No. But
No.
he's going to keep his hand in the pocket.
Oh, by the way, Cade, I'm putting my hand in my pocket and I am putting the ring on.
Cade will make his way over, kind of just take a breath as he's walking, put a big old smile on his face, and kind of looks if he's walking over towards the group and kind of step over. He's like, well, hello, it's lovely to see you all. Thought I'd come over and introduce myself. I am Lucas Schmidt. It's lovely to make your acquaintance. And who are the lovely three of you? I've not had the pleasure of meeting you.
Franket kind of like leans back and kind of looks at you up and down. And goes, Mr. Schmidt.
Yes.
I don't believe I've heard of you. I'm Sir Godfrey Franket.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you. I am not. This is. Well, it's my first time at a party in this city. I am not from around here normally, so.
Are you a friend of Lord Silverhall?
No.
This is my friend. This is Jason. No, we are both not from around here. We are from
Chevalier.
Cheval.
I can speak
Cheval.
for myself. Jason, can I look at him like Jason? Thought I was doing the talking. And I'll just be like, anyway. And who might you be?
As I said, I'm Sir Godfrey Franket. I only wondered, how did you get an invitation to this event?
Well, the two of us came with a lovely Miss Audra. She's around here somewhere, and think of it as a friend of a friend. However, I was Godfrey Frankwet. That name does ring a bell. Yes. Let me check. And kind of he just takes a moment. Kind of is just gonna just think for a moment.
If it helps your ruse, you would know Franket is a Chevalian name.
Oh.
Chevalian name.
But he does not.
Shit.
But he does not have a Chevalian accent.
Okay. Jason's gonna snub up his nose and going to recognise it at all.
Oh, come on now. I mean, apologies, my friend. He's a little upfront with these things. He's be a little rude sometimes. Anyway.
Schmidt, that sounds northern. More Rockarden?
Well, I was born there, yes, but most of my business these days takes place in a cave somewhere.
I see.
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you would know my name in that case. I deal around here. And
yes.
close to More Rockarden.
That name does. Oh, goodness me. My apologies, Mr. Frankwet. I apologize. I take a deep bow. It's like, my apologies. I thought I recognized your name. Whilst I'm here for this lovely party, I'm also here on business. I did not have sorry, where are my words? I did not have the
He's kind of like exchanging glances with the other two, like, who is this guy? Who does this guy think he is?
I did not have the pleasure of meeting you beforehand. I actually came to discuss business with you. Strangely, I'm having one of those weeks. I have not been sleeping much. Travel from Kitsullen has been, well, the roads aren't quite as they were. Long
I
travel.
apologize for my friend. We have recently lost a dear friend of ours.
It has been. Well, I wasn't going to mention that, but it has been a lot.
You've come to me to discuss business while I'm at a party.
Well, I did not come to discuss business with you at a party, but now that we are both here, I didn't know that you would be attending.
I see, so you thought it right to come and break up my conversation with two of my friends here and start pontificating about someone you lost recently.
No, that's not it at all. I kind of just gives Jason a look like, what the fuck, man? It's like, my apologies, perhaps we shall broach the subject.
I want to remove the hand.
You gonna
No.
Are you?
The hand's in the pocket.
Pause.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over to Audra.
Oh god.
So Audra, the song ends and you and Elena come to a stop in your song, and at that point you hear you feel a tap on your shoulder. You turn around
Yes.
and you're encountered by you're a fair bit taller than him. Purely from the description you've heard from Elena, you would guess this is Lord Silverhall. He is a quite a lithe man with quite a severe face. Think like Charles Dance, Tywin Lannister type thing. You get hair that you can see used to be a platinum blonde is now graying. He has kind of a slight stubble on his face, and he's dressed in a dark maroon jacket that very somewhat matches the dress of Lady Silverhall. Yes. If you're quite finished, I would like a dance with my wife.
Absolutely, sire. Upon your request. She is all yours.
And he steps in between. He steps like very roughly in between you, almost very nearly shoulder checking you. You make a perception check, actually.
He's got a ring.
14.
Okay, you hear him mutter under his breath to his wife before you step away. Just, must you make a show of embarrassing me at every event? And then they begin dancing as the song starts.
Audra's going to make sure that Lady Elena catches her wink, as a rescue will be coming shortly, maybe. And she's going to look for her friends.
Okay, and you see they are talking to sorry, fucking fly in my room.
Yeah, I've got one flying around my room as well. It's not good. I'm trying to grab it off screen.
This is really annoying me, I'm sorry. Okay. And you spot them talking to Godfrey Franquette and the two nobles he was speaking with.
It's not going very well at all.
Audra's going to flag down a waiter, and she's going to... Does it look like everybody has drinks over there?
Yes, they all have. You see, like, the ones that are drinking out of crystal glasses, you see that it is getting very, very low.
Mm-hmm.
As they've been nursing these drinks all the time, they've been having their conversation, and it's been close to an hour now.
Brilliant. Audra's going to bring the waiter with her, and she's going to kind of... When she sees her friends, she kind of wants to make a show of it. She's going to be like... And, like, head on over to them.
And as you two are blustering this conversation and trying to be like, "Hey, and we you see Audra steps into the fray.
Gentlemen! Oh, my lady. Beautiful dress, by the way. I really like that purple.
Thank you.
I noticed your drinks were getting a little low. I figured I'd bring somebody to replace them if you needed.
Are you with the staff?
I am not with the staff. I am a personal friend of Lady Elena's, actually. And these are my good friends who are here at this party today.
Lady Audra, I previously mentioned.
Miss Audra, okay.
Yes. Anyway, anybody want drinks? I certainly would. And Audra's going to grab a glass.
Well, they all take one. Did you bring the waiter with you, or did you bring the glasses over?
I brought the whole waiter.
Okay, you brought the waiter, and yeah, they all replace their glasses. They kind of like swill it around, and they look kind of eye you a bit, and then they start drinking.
So, anyways, sorry, I don't mean to intrude on the conversation. Does everybody know when this lovely princess is getting here? I mean, I've been dancing all night, but my feet are quite tired.
Godfrey pulls from his pocket a small pocket watch. Quite a valuable thing for someone of his status to be carrying. And you see he checks into. I believe she'll be here soon.
Interesting. And I'm so sorry, I'm actually a little bit new to this area. What is it you all do? I've heard, of course, of Lady Aldridge and
Stennering.
And Lord Stennering. And I understand Lady Elena had mentioned you earlier, Mr. Franquette?
Godfrey Franquette.
Pleasure to meet you. What is it you all do?
Well, Thaddeus pipes up and goes, well, I own one of the largest quarries in northern Mercatoria.
Brilliant.
And Godfrey speaks up and goes, and I own a tin mine on the borders of western Mercatoria.
A tin mine? Interesting. And what kind of work does that bring about?
The mining of tin.
Right, but I mean, products that are made with tin?
Audra, this was the one that I told you that I was going to be doing business with. I did not expect to be meeting them here, but, well, seems our paths have crossed earlier than expected. Kind of gives you a look.
Well, a party hardly seems the place to do business, am I right?
Yes, that was quite my mistake, yes. Well.
I mean, perhaps we can talk about this business later. And she's going to eye Franquette. And she's going to say, sometimes business can just be hellish, right? Quite annoying.
Right.
He gives you a bit of a snide look. And
She
as
will wink at him.
Okay. And as you do that, the music begins to die down, and the dancers all separate, and you hear a fanfare of trumpets from outside. As a and stepping in with two guards, two of the Viridian guard flanking her in a lavish crimson and silver silk dress, with her raven black hair trailing down her back and her piercing green eyes, a tiara of silver with a single ruby set into the front. Princess Ellerin steps into the ballroom, and the crier pipes up and goes, and introducing Princess Ellerin. And you see everyone breaks into applause as the princess steps forward, and she steps out onto the dance floor, and she starts addressing some of the nobles, and she starts addressing some of the nobles. It's not Aaron. At that point, as the dance floor clears, Elena goes to one side of the hall opposite from you guys, and Lord Silverhall comes to the group with you. He nods at Franquette, at Thaddeus, and at Aldridge, and the four of them exit the dance floor, exit the ballroom.
Ooh.
Where can I make note of which way they go?
They exit out of the side door nearest to you.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Audra's going to kind of lean in to her two friends, to Jason and Kate, and she's going to say, if one of you, or both of you, probably one of you would like to follow them, that would probably be
I can
beneficial.
go invisibly.
Excellent. That's a good point. I'm going to go talk to Lady Elena and see if I can find out where they're going.
Ooh, I could really use the bathroom right now. Kind of goes to walk off to a direction where he can go invisible and it not be weird.
Audra's going to look at Jason. How are you doing?
I don't think I get on with these people.
I didn't think so.
But
You know-
no, but nothing. I just don't get on with them. I don't like them. They don't like me. It's not great. It's really, really not a good order. I'm not very well.
I mean, to be fair, it looks like you've only talked to the awful ones so far.
They are a bit fuckery, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
They're
awful.
all so stuck up with their silver spoons, and I just don't like them.
Well, that one has.
Where are the
thin spoons.
spoons?
Anyway, did you see the gnome? Did you see the gnome that was here?
He had blue hair. It was very nice.
Apparently, he is really fun and super great to talk to. Lady Elena told me. I haven't gotten to talk to him myself, but that
Well,
is.
I did just notice the blue hair. I didn't want to walk over him. Or... what did Aaron put up?
Eat the rich.
Rich.
Okay.
Anyway, do you want to come with me?
I'm not going to fit in with your friend.
I don't know. She might find you entertaining. Loosen up a little bit.
It's so hard to be loose when my clothing is so tight.
I'm so sorry. You know what? As soon as we're done, we'll hit right the hell out of them. I promise.
Alright, come on.
All right. We're gonna head over to Lady Elena while everything is happening.
You have to go right around the edge of the ballroom, as everyone is
Mhm.
kind of craning their necks to hear Princess Ellerin, who is currently giving a very verbose speech about the hope of the war and stuff like that. It's not nothing particularly exciting. It's stuff that you would have heard a few times at this point. It's all about how she's the greatest hope for the continent, and she wants to usher in an era of peace, and she wants what's best for the continent and everything, this, that, and the other. It's all lots of lip service. Anyway, you find your way around
Has she
to.
mentioned her sister once?
Well, yes. So her sister would have been brought up, basically saying how what the nation needs right now is a level head, not a warrior. Someone who can solve problems with tact and diplomacy rather than with an iron fist.
Interesting. Okay.
I think a lot of her words are watery, Audra. Sometimes
They're what?
action is more bit wet, bit loose.
Okay.
Interesting.
So you find your way around to Elena, and yeah, she's currently also craning her neck to see the princess, so she doesn't notice you when you come up to beside her.
That's fine. Audra's gonna wait until the princess is done talking.
You've been waiting a while.
Okay, then she's going to lean into Lady Elena and she's going to say, wow, that is quite the woman.
Indeed, she's very inspiring and verbose.
Well, thank God she came to save you from that dance, huh?
Indeed.
Where did he go?
My husband?
Yeah, he walked over to somebody that I was talking to and they all just left. Which is surprising. The princess is here.
That's... I'm sure he's somewhere in here. He didn't mention he was leaving.
Oh, okay. Well, no bother. If he's not around, who cares?
Where did he go?
I didn't see, honestly. I got distracted by the princess. I'm sorry.
Oh, no matter.
Okay.
You can make an insight check if you want.
Okay, I'll make an insight check. That's... God, I rolled a 3. 5.
She seems genuinely confused.
Okay. Okay.
Can I? This wants to be listening to the princess as she speaks, and he wants to kind of discern how genuine she is, whether or not this is all kind of
Make an insight
service
check.
talk, or whether or not she's got some sus shit behind her. Oh, why am I rolling so shit? Tell you what, with my pass, it's not so bad. 6 plus 11 is 16, 17.
She seems genuine.
Okay.
She seems like she truly believes
I'll let her
everything
off.
she's saying.
Long Shadow didn't trust her, did he?
Longshadow claimed that he didn't trust anyone who could do the things she's done purely with words. That was Longshadow's belief, that was too much to accomplish purely with words.
Okay. He's just going to be remembering those words whilst he listens to her. But also, like,
Okay.
she believes it.
So with that, are you gonna be staying in this room while waiting for Cade, or what are you doing? So we're gonna go to Cade now.
If I could go, I don't want to leave the ballroom, but I want to go closest to the exit that Cade and those
so you
people
can
were going to.
go around back round to the it would be the eastern wall of the ballroom. The smaller, looks like almost like a service door. You've seen a few servants coming in and out of that.
Once I'm headed that way, when I get as close as I can to the princess and her guard without leaving the circle of people, can I cast Divine Sense?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I would like to do that.
You don't sense any great evil
Okay.
beyond the normal in a room full of nobles.
Yeah.
Nothing supernatural.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and with that, Cade. So you
Hi.
are leaving and you're going invisible, correct?
Correct.
So you excuse yourself. Do you go invisible before or after you step through the door?
After.
Okay, so you step out. Make a stealth check.
Well, I'm doing it wherever I am not seen.
Okay, so yeah, you'd have
So
to. Probably. I'd say once you get your back to the door, and you're kind of looking out, everyone's attention is directed on the princess. You can probably go right now, and they wouldn't be able to see.
Cool.
So you go invisible and step through the door, and you hear a door close down the corridor. You couldn't see which one it was though. There are a couple of doors down at the bottom and at the where it came from, and what are you doing?
I will quietly make my way down the hall and listen to each door until I hear voices.
Okay, you head down to the doors and you press your ear up to either of them. Make a perception check. Thanks, Coffee Kisses, for the sub.
Oof. That is a 12 plus 3 for perception, so 15.
15. You press your ear to the doors and you can't hear anything coming from inside that you would discern as voices. And after a very short while, you just got your ear up to it, you hear the door that you came in open again. And this time stepping through is Lord Thaddeus Stennering, a Silver Dragonborn, and a High Elf. They each walk in directly towards you. If you don't move out of the way of the door, they will walk into you.
I will move out of their way,
Okay.
just across the room.
Make a
to
stealth
let
check
them have
with
access to
advantage.
the door, but I'm staying close. Advantage, cause invisible. Ooh, gonna need that. That's better. Unnatural 20, 15 plus 5. I'm glad I had that advantage because that was a 7.
Yeah, you just step out the way of the door. I'd say you could just step a little ways enough that you could even nip through the door behind them if you wanted to.
Yes, that's the plan.
Yeah, so you can you wait for them to open the door and step through, and this door actually leads to a stone spiral staircase. And if you want to, you can step through. And we all need to wink, guys, because our newest subscriber wants us to wink. So,
Thanks, Kay.
okay, so yeah, you can step through, and you are following behind them. I'd say you probably, if you wanted to disguise your footsteps, because you are wearing, you're not wearing like soft shoes. You will leave footsteps. You should probably wait a little bit. I will keep your stealth roll from before. So you hang back a few steps and you start as lightly as you can, making your way down this spiral staircase. You see the air gets very cold and dank as you start going down. And you don't go down for much longer. It's only your average flight of stairs, and you go into a long stone corridor. The doors are flanking either side, and you find it strange as the three people you follow down here walk straight past every single door to the other end of the corridor, where there is a solid stone wall. They push in one of the stones, and the entire wall turns.
Does the
Like
floor go with
Scooby-Doo.
it?
No. So like the whole wall just spins in place like Scooby-Doo.
So I'm not gonna be able to make it in with them.
But you do know which stone to press to open the door now.
Yeah. Do I see vaguely what's the other side of it?
Is-
Just vaguely.
it is
like it's not
darkness.
just a room, so they wouldn't be stood right there if I try to open
No,
it.
you
if I
see
waited.
it's darkness, and the room is large enough that your dark vision does not go to the other end of it
Cool.
from where you are right now. So it's the
Um,
length of the corridor, and then it's the room.
Cool. I will wait a little bit then. So by the time I make it to the other end, if I'm still moving slowly, it would have closed again, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so they would close it behind them.
Yeah.
You would be too far behind them at this point to follow them through without opening the door yourself.
Cool. I will wait for a short amount of time, and then I will attempt, while still invisible, to open it.
Okay. Bye-bye, Audra and Jason.
Gang solo mission gonna get killed.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying
Okay,
to
make a
think.
sleight of hand check.
You know what?
If you
Actually,
want, if you want to open this door, no, it's fine. If you
I
like, you
will.
want
It's
to.
okay. I believe in you. I believe in you.
You can do it if you
Hold
want
on.
to. I'm just letting you
hold
aware
on,
that
I'm trying to think,
Yeah.
because there's that.
it's fine if you want to, but I'm just making you aware that Jason
I just
and
don't
Audra
want to
won't know where you're
lose
going.
them. Is the thing. He'd probably be like, "What do you think, Shadow Clover? Should we get the others or just go?"
Take a chance.
Because
These nobles are soft creatures.
all right, okay.
Shadow Cleaver would.
Yeah,
think
no,
it's
he
worth
wouldn't.
having
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. Because Cade would probably be 50-50. When the voice in his head's like, you don't need him. Yeah, sure, he'll get himself killed and go by himself.
I just want to
It's gonna
point
end
out in
so
the
has
list when
critical
you have to give
thinking
another bad memory to
for
a
the
genie, we
same.
didn't abandon you here. I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
point
I
that
know.
out. Okay.
I know.
I'm just gonna say, Cade does have critical thinking skills if he wants to not do this.
All right, he won't then.
It's-
If
it's
you're
com-
literally
I'm
saying it would
saying it's
be a
completely.
terrible
I'm
idea,
not saying
then
it's
I
a
won't.
terrible idea. I'm just saying it's completely up to you. All I'm making you aware of is that Jason and Audra will not be able to follow you as they do not know where you are. You've left no trail or anything like that,
All right, yeah, no, yeah.
so you'll be relying entirely on their investigation skills to find you.
Hold on, let me see if I've got anything.
He's on the other side of the wall.
I don't have any way I can contact them yet. I'd have to go back, yeah. I'll kind of just have this moment where I'm tempted to go based on what he said, and I'm like, could use the others' help though. I might need them. I'm gonna head back, and I'll kind of slowly make my way back and go and get them.
Okay. Yeah.
Staying invisible the whole time.
After little while, Audra, the door you're currently backed up against opens, and there is no one there. Okay, that's
Yeah. Do you just look at the door as it's open?
Yeah, Audra like turns around and looks
Cade-
at the door, and she's like,
Cade. In this moment, Cade's just like, it's me. Where's Jason?
"Oh my god,
They're all in on it. Pretty sure.
who? What?
Saw them go through a secret door.
You
There
saw who?"
was. I'll list off everyone that I've seen. So
So it was Thaddeus Stennering. It was the Silver Dragonborn that, from the description, Audra would recognise to be Lady Vashta Gleamscale.
No.
And it was an elf that... Is Jason there?
Yeah, Jason was with me.
Okay. It's an elf that Jason would recognise to be Ambassador Tisea Vanadel.
Ah, lovely.
So those three, and then who are the ones that went?
That was Tasker Silverhall, Godfrey Franquette, Sterling Rexwood, and Helena Aldridge.
Cool. I will name all of them.
You want to drop that in a chat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
would you please?
Yeah,
Hang on.
it's a lot of names with
So
a lot of
sorry.
interesting spellings.
I've got Gleamscale, Stennering, Vanadel, and Aldrich, and
I gotta say, the best part about not yet being in the campaign is I don't have to take notes on any of this. It's great.
We haven't got any weapons. I'd remind you all.
I mean, we have some weapons.
Nah, not great ones.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
What is your plan?
Gonna
Well,
deal with some
kill
cultists
people.
if we have to.
Hey,
Are
Bertie,
we
I
going-
sent you a message.
Yep, one sec. I'm doing
Are
something.
we going
Okay.
to murder in the house of Silverhall?
I don't know about that. I think when you mention murder, Cade's voice goes a little like So I don't know about murdering people, but at least I have a way that I can keep us safe for a while. So yeah, we should be fine. This is
Right, let's go.
recon mission.
Let's
I
go.
just decided it would be best to grab you guys too, because I didn't want to leave you guys behind in case anything did happen.
Let's go then.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Did you guys find anything out?
No,
the
only
princess. Go on.
that. No, go on.
I think the princess is full of shit, but she doesn't think that she's full of shit.
So what you're saying is that she's not in on it? It's just all noble speak.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
about that.
Put it this way, if we can get this information and we can prove it, and we can prove it to someone who will let her know about it, we've got her in. They've given us an opportunity here.
But what if
How-
she is in on it?
Well, that's just the risk we have to take. She's gonna find out either way, and if we have to let her know either way, because I mean there are way more positives to gain from this than negatives. I mean, if we tell her, all we do is expose ourselves to who we are, and we have to move on. To be perfectly honest, the way Franquette was looking at me, he probably already knows.
I don't
but-
think taking on 7 of the Viridian
But
guards.
we can't discuss
without
this
our
now. We have
weapons.
to go. We have to go. They are. I don't know how far away they're getting here. I only saw them for a brief time. We have to go.
What are you talking about? Are we? I can't
We're
turn
in the
invisible.
rush. Let's go. And Jason's gonna fucking just start
What?
like
Stealthily,
just
quiet,
speed walking.
I
quiet,
can't.
Jason.
Everyone make me
I-
stealth checks. Cade make with advantage.
Oh my
What?
god,
I came back to get you guys. What do you want from me,
it's not bad.
Jace?
I would
18.
like to remind us all of this hydration and posture check.
I'm out of
Oh,
hydration.
posture check.
I'm
Wow.
What is with this fucking dice today, man?
All right. I rolled a 4 and then a 16.
Okay. Jason, what did you
That's
roll?
a-
So glad for these advantages.
That's a 14. I have
That's
not
a-
rolled above a 10 today.
Do you have any other
Okay.
dice?
Yeah, plus 5. So 21
Bless you,
total
child.
for me.
Okay, so Cade would lead you down into the this cellar, which if you peek into the one of the doors on the sides, you would notice this is a very extensive wine cellar. All these rooms have different vintages in them, and all of them are quite large. But at the end, he leads you to the end, where Cade, you would know there is a false door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a
false
wall. Have you had too much to drink?
It's a false wall. I've had one drink, and I will attempt to open the door.
Okay. So you press the stone that you saw before, and the as it slides into it, it gives way, and the wall begins to move. Make me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. That's +2, 14. 12 plus 2.
Okay. One moment.
Oh my god. This could go horribly.
I was gonna go on a stealth mission.
Okay. And you managed to make the door open fairly quietly. It's still stone against stone. And you enter into this large circular chamber. It has its own spiral staircase that leads down to the floor, and at the center of the room there is this large basin of water. It reminds you uncomfortably of the basin of the Undertow, although much, much smaller, but it brings up some bad memories.
Yeah, Cade has a very...
Cade does remember the basin,
uneasy.
he just doesn't remember the fight.
Yeah, he sounds... he, like, seems uneasy, but can't place why.
Yeah, but you see there is a well in the center where there's a basin of water, and all of you that have dark vision can, which I think is all of you, or is Audra? No, I can't remember. Anyway,
I do not.
all of you that have dark vision, as the room is very, very dark, can see there are 3 doors, not including the one you came in through. So there is one to the left and the right, and there is one directly in front of you.
Audra's gonna go peek into. Do the doors have like keyholes?
One of them does.
Can I peek in it?
You peek through the keyhole. You see nothing because it's pitch black.
Can somebody look in here?
I will come over and kind of like put a hand on her so she knows I'm there, and then I'll kind of lean down and look through.
Peer through, make a perception check.
19 plus 3, 22.
There is a corridor on the inside with that is lined. It's stone walls either side that each have doors made of reinforced steel.
What do you see?
Yeah, I'll describe that. I'll kind of like move away from it and kind of just quietly describe that. I have no idea where they've
Jason,
gone.
you're
The
muted.
last time I saw them was going through this wall.
It sounds like a prison.
One of you that can see. I mean, do you see? What does the ground look like? Can you tell where they went?
Is there anyone in there?
So this
Okay.
is a you could this particular room isn't a cell. This is a corridor full of
Okay.
cells, so you can't see.
Yeah,
each
yeah, that's
individual
what.
cell.
Yeah. Jason's gonna pull the door completely open.
Okay.
Whoa,
it's currently locked.
hold on.
Fuck. Thieves' tools. I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
Yeah, I'd say you could have gotten a lockpick in with you. Make a thieves' tools check.
Right, I've changed my D20 because I've rolled a 2, a 3, a 6, and a 9 today.
Good choice.
So that is, yeah. Well, I've changed my whole set of dice, so I don't just change the one dice. I changed the whole set.
Another good choice.
Come on. Oh, that's an 18.
And yet,
Best choice.
deftly,
Beautiful.
you managed
That's
to
an 18 plus the bonus.
definitely you hear the tumblers click open, and the door is free to open when you wish to.
Whoa, hold on. I don't know what's in there. I can only see so much.
We also don't know who's in there.
I could try and look. I am invisible. This lasts for an hour.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. I will slowly creep down the hall looking for... So as I'm going, I'm looking for any kind of tripwires or anything that might be set up here in
Okay.
case of intruders.
Audra, what?
You said there was a staircase that goes down in this big
No,
circular room as well.
From the stone door that you entered through, there is a spiral staircase, and that leads to the main floor of this room. And so you are currently you came down that staircase. You are now in the main floor of the room, and then you can see the thing. Okay.
Can I say that while he's going down that hallway and investigating, Audra's going to go to the door on the left and just push her ear up against it. She's just going to listen until he comes back.
Okay, the door on the left. Make a perception check, and we'll get back to you. Kate, so you enter through this room. Make a perception check for traps.
17 plus 3, unnatural 20.
Okay, you don't spot any traps. However, you notice the floor is actually.
Oh, is that perception or investigation?
Perception. So this one would be perception because you're just looking to see if there are there are anything. And you notice the floor of this is actually everything you're perceiving right now is in shades of grey, as you are currently seeing through dark vision. But you notice very subtly the floor of the room is slightly lighter than the rest of it. You follow this light to its source, and you see there is a light coming out from under one of the cell doors.
Is there any way I can see into these cells at all?
There is a shutter on the top, so you could if you wanted to.
Can I very quietly open it very slowly enough just to see in?
So you open it very slightly.
Trying to not make a noise.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Another 17 plus
yep.
2.
It's good enough, don't worry.
So
so you slide this open soundlessly, and you are very slightly taken aback as you're currently invisible. However, you do notice this piercing pair of blue, I believe, eyes staring straight back at you, illuminated by what looks like a torch. Cass, the door to the porthole to your cell door has been opened, but there is no one there.
I'm gonna very just subtly take the little pinprick of flame that's floating above my palm and just toss it out the little window, see if I can see anything.
Okay. You see him holding a flame in his hand, and he goes to throw it out of the window. What do you do?
Go.
So as you go to throw it, the door it slams shut in your face, and it bounces off the top of the ceiling.
Coward! Get back here! I'm hungry.
I love
Okay, so I saw the blue eyes. Did I see anything else about this?
He looks very gaunt and skinny. He looks like he hasn't been fed in some time.
Okay. What do you see?
I'm thirsty too. Bring me water.
What's that noise?
Right. Okay. What race is this individual?
You did not
or
get a
would
good
I not
enough
be able
look
to
at
tell
him.
from? Fuck.
Kate, what's in there?
Are you just saying this down the hall?
I'm like whisper shouting.
Stage whispers.
Kate. Kate.
What? Alright, he'll just slowly make his way back. It's like,
Jason, shut up.
There's someone in one of the cells. I think he might have seen me. I was invisible, but I tried to open the little door thingy. He tried to throw fire at me.
You're very sneaky. I can hear you.
Whoever he is, tell him to shut up.
So it is a cell then. We didn't know that it was a prison.
Hold on.
It
I'm
is
gonna
definitely
go.
a cell.
I'm gonna possibly. I'm gonna make my way back to the door and be like, "Hello."
I mean, you know I'm here. Why are you saying hello?
Who are you?
How do you not know who I am? It was your master who put me in here. Fucking Rexwood.
Oh,
fucking
why?
love him.
I'm. Fuck.
Did you bring me food?
Fuck.
Are you gonna open the shutter back up?
No, but I think.
To be fair, I couldn't see
Are
you
you
the
gonna
first
throw
time.
fire at me again?
Again,
Please
I
don't
couldn't
throw
see you the
fire at
first
me
time.
again if I open it. Just gonna open it all the way.
As the
this time.
slider is opening, there's no longer a person in there, and a spider just starts crawling out from inside of the. from inside of the
Fuck! Wait, do you like crawl into his like invisible
No,
hand?
I literally pop out from the gap in the door as soon as you open it up, and then I shift back. Oh, it's nice to be out of there. You
What do I
see
see?
standing
What is in
there?
front of me?
There is a human man, maybe 5'9", cascading black-brown hair that comes down to his shoulders with a long pale streak of orange-red going down one side, almost like a bad bleach job, but purposefully done. Currently in just a like rolled cloth like skivvies. Besides that, he is butt ass nude. He is basically just wearing underwear right now
Nice.
because all of his shit is not on him.
I
What-
love
what-
him.
Oh, and let's see. In terms of physicality, he's got wider shoulders and a more filled out frame. And then going up one arm across the pectoral and shoulder, there is a large, seems to look some sort of nature tattoo that's hard to make out in the dim light.
Dope.
Okay.
What? What did you just do? What was
Well,
that?
you're obviously not from here because you would have known not to open my door.
Yeah. You were a spider. Oh god. Oh jeez. That was it's still an invisible voice.
Yeah,
you're speaking
do I
to.
know what where the voice is coming from? Because he's not exactly hiding. He's just I can't see him, right?
You can
I
get an
think, I
impression.
think honestly, Kate's probably forgotten at this point that he's invisible and has just stood there, kind of like talking to him. Just invisible.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I know where the voice? Like, do I basically know his location because he's not being stealthy?
He's
I'm
not
just
being
stood in
stealthy, so
front of
you,
you.
yeah,
I'm
you
not
know
trying to
his,
hide.
you know his general, you know he's in front of you, and if
Yeah.
you put your hand out, you
I'm
probably hit
invisible,
him.
but I'm not trying to
I'm just
hide.
gonna like snap my fingers and dispel that shit.
Wait,
Just not even dealing with invisible fuckers today.
And before you stands a very nicely dressed half elf, with purple eyes.
Hi.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you are actually with them. You look the part.
No. I am not with. Wait, who am I not with?
What? You're not with all the Ponce and nobles and the cold members around here.
I knew it. I knew it. Just points to Jason. I knew it.
No,
Oh
no.
shit, there's more
actually.
people.
Hello.
These are my
so
friends.
what?
We also think the cult sucks. Well, more than that. We're also trying to.
Are you speaking
Hey,
at full volume right now?
Me?
Hot
Absolutely,
stage-
I am.
Stage
Full
whisper.
volume.
Okay.
Full volume.
And Audra, what did you roll on your perception check that I asked for 2 years ago?
14.
Okay. Right. So, sorry, all the volume reset to what I had before I started streaming, so I was really loud then. I apologize, everyone. Okay, 14. Yeah, you have your ear pressed to the door on the left-hand side, and you can hear nothing.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna start walking towards the fucking loud fuck that I can't hear anything. Hey, would you guys shut the?
Oh.
Can I see that?
Yep.
What the fuck? Who are you?
Hey,
Why are you not invisible?
Well, you guys wouldn't have happened to see like a set of really nice leather armor, maybe a bag full of good shit, crystalline dagger, headband.
No.
Would whisper. I'm sure we could help you find it. I'm sorry.
I'm
Who are
sorry.
you?
Have you seen anything?
His whisper is
I-
the exact same volume as his regular speech.
I do not care if they find me because the whole reason they put me in here is because they couldn't kill me.
Great. Okay. Well,
Oh.
we don't know if they can kill us, and we're trying to find out some shit. So if you could like not.
Oh, what are you trying to find out?
How
You know
many
what-
of them are involved?
Who is
How
it?
many? Oh,
Wait,
I have no idea.
Shut up. We don't even know who this is. What if this?
I mean, I have to agree with her instincts. You really shouldn't just be having random conversations with people.
You know what?
Thank you.
I'm new
No,
to this.
shut up.
I mean, they've got you in a cage, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I also like this
Yes.
guy's way of thinking.
That's yes, I agree with that. That is
You're
yep.
you're.
Shut the fuck up.
Whisper really quietly. This is me.
Oh yeah, Kate's stage whispering right now.
Anyway, I'm looking for my shit. But then after that, I'm free to. You guys want to get like a bite to eat or something?
We'll
we're
get some
trying to-
Sure.
We're
Shawarma?
trying to
That's
stop
nice.
the
From
cult
Lorcar.
right now.
Tasty. Yeah. You're trying to stop the cult. I'm in. I don't know what the plan is.
Okay. Well, do you? Okay. Well, how? Okay. You know what? Sure.
We'll talk
Enemy
about it
of my
later.
enemy is my friend.
No
How
reason
did you
to
get
understand.
here?
They put. I've said it already. They put me in a
He
cell.
was. He
Who
was
did?
in the cell.
Audra takes off her jacket and kind of drapes it around his shoulders, and she goes, "Great. Okay. Do you know where they
Actually,
put you?"
I'm gonna go ahead. This seems really nice. I'm gonna hand this back to you. You hold on to that. Before I do the thing I'm about to do, does anyone else have any questions for me? Because I'm not gonna be able to talk to you in a hot second.
How? I know
How would you not be
they
able to
put you
fuck
in a
this
cell,
up?
but like, how did you get? Like, what is
Well,
the process that led to
When
you
a
being
person
put in a cell?
dislikes another person, generally they beat the shit out of them. And then they do what they will with them.
Were you here trying to stop the cult or something? Like what?
Oh yeah,
How-
I was just here trying to take down what the fuck is his name? Rexwood, that piece of shit. Yeah.
It's a bit
And he put you in here?
Not him personally. I'm pretty sure I could kill him with like that.
Ooh.
But you know, he had a lot of people. I mean, it wasn't an insignificant fight.
Who put you?
Yeah.
A lot of. I'm gonna be honest. It was at night. There was a lot of people.
Were they wearing green?
No.
Okay.
Right? No, it wasn't. It wasn't the Viridian Guard.
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it was not the
You
Viridian
definitely
Guard.
would have noticed if it were the Viridian Guard.
If it was the Viridian Guard, I would have said the most badass motherfuckers in the country would have kicked my ass. That's way cooler than a bunch of noble henchmen kicked my ass. All right, because I am risque. How about you guys are trying to find someone, right? Who are you trying to find?
Well,
We weren't
'Cause I
trying to
got my
find
own
anybody.
plan.
We're just doing some recon. What are you?
Oh, you're just doing recon.
well,
So
I
you don't
mean,
want to go out gun swinging.
No. we're at
no,
the party. The
no.
princess is here.
Guns
Yeah,
swinging.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and
guns swinging, swords blazing.
I'm gonna go ahead and not do what my plan was then.
Right.
But seriously, do any of you have like a piece of metal, like iron, on you?
Jason's gonna pull out a dagger and just give it to him. Just fucking
I-
just.
I don't like metal.
Chase.
It's just like it's not. It's a thing. I just want like a little piece.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't do
No.
iron.
You got coins on you.
Yeah.
Audra
But if you
will
don't, that's
hand
okay.
Audra will hand you a silver piece.
All right. Thank you. I need a little bit of something to do a little bit of magic, and I don't really have access to my shit right now.
Do
No.
you know where-
If we need to get out of here and we find my shit, I could blow this place up.
No,
let's not
let's
do
not
that.
do that.
I'm actually friends.
I mean,
with
this
some
is a
people
house
here.
of a known cult member. You guys didn't even pause when I said cult, which means you know what I'm talking about, which means you're a very
Okay.
small subsection of people that exist in the world.
Okay, but the princess is here. Okay, we don't want to blow this
Oh
up.
shit, she can die too. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
No, what? Why? Is she involved with the cult?
Not that I know of. No,
Okay,
Then
good.
why would
Fuck.
But Silverhall
I have-
is.
my Sterling Rexwood is who I was talking about. I don't know the fucking
Wait.
that guy.
We're not.
Um,
We're not in Rexwood's house though. We're in Silverhall.
I know, but wait, we're not in Rexwood's house.
No.
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 I'm Jason.
They
It's nice
took me
to
to a
meet you.
different fucking house to imprison me? What is this
Wait.
bullshit?
Bunch of
Oh,
pussies.
maybe all of these houses are connected underground.
I was. Well,
That
to
would-
be fair, I don't actually know where I was when I was apprehended. It was again at night. But I'm a human, so I don't see things so well.
All you
but,
know is you like
It's Aaron
Rexwood
trying to
didn't Rexwood didn't capture you. You were investigating Rexwood,
I was at
and then
his
you got
house.
your ass kicked.
Yeah. What the fuck? But I was gonna go full beast mode, but if you, I mean,
What is full beast mode?
You ever seen
Don't ask that.
Charging
Don't ask that.
Direwolf?
You don't want to know.
Have I ever seen a what?
Charging Direwolf.
DM. Have I?
No, you're not.
No.
From, you're not from. You haven't been to Storm's Wrath.
Well,
Oh shit.
Listen,
take that information as you will. Regardless,
Great.
I'm looking for my shit. Can you help me
Okay.
find my shit?
yeah, we'll help
If
you
can
find
help
your
us.
shit quietly.
By the way, hi, I'm Cass. I say it full volume.
Oh,
I have the ability to be quiet, but just
I don't fucking
I'm
believe
sorry.
it.
I have been locked in a cage for 4 days. I'm also very thirsty. Do any of you have any water?
yes.
Here, Audra is going to create water in the air, and she's going to
That-
stream towards him.
Is a neat trick. I can do it better
Brilliant. Then why didn't you fucking do it? Where's
because
your
I need
shit?
a little bit of water to start with. I don't fucking know. They knocked me out and threw me in a cage.
Aaron, you
Yeah.
can't transform into a direwolf.
It's CR1.
Yeah, and which is available at level 8.
Oh fuck! I can't do direwolf
that's
yet.
rough, buddy.
Oh, I can do one half.
Damn.
Okay, I can do a regular wolf. That's fine. I'll do regular wolf. Wolves are cool.
When you're not a moon druid and you're like, oh, damn, quarter level at like level 7. Yikes.
It's half level at level 7.
It's half level. Level 7.
Still.
Well, it's level
I mean, I
4.
can do cool
Half
shit.
level at level 4.
I can do
You
cool
don't
as
get
shit.
you don't get one.
Moon
CR
druids
until
could turn into elementals at level 10, okay? That shit's OP as fuck.
I
That's
agree.
The
Moon
main,
druids are
that's
OP.
the main thing for moon druids is wild shape.
So,
But anyway, regardless, I don't know where my shit is. I would love to have it. That'd be awesome. But if not, you know, we could always just leave. Again, I'm very hungry as well. Do I smell steak? Are they cooking steak upstairs?
it's a whole party. Listen, this is
Fuck.
the noble. Hey, focus.
What?
This is the noble party for the princess who is in the building upstairs right now. You are mostly naked, emaciated in a cell. You're looking for your shit. We can help you find your shit, but we gotta be stealthy as
Okay.
fuck because we don't want to get caught by these people.
Guys, what's everyone's
wouldn't
passive perception?
17.
Jesus.
Mine
Well-
would be 18, but I've got one eye, so it's 15.
Yeah. Cade? Ben?
Sorry. I
Passive
had a
perception.
Thing. Sorry.
Actually, no, it would be 20.
Passive. Sorry, I had a thing come up. Passive perception 13.
Okay, so as you've been finishing having this conversation at full volume, and Audra says we need to be stealthy as fuck. You hear a as the one door you haven't checked opens.
Produce flame.
Are we? Wait.
I'm
We're
not even
down the
looking at what I'm
hallway,
throwing it at.
We're
No,
down
you
the
no,
hallway.
you're not in a hallway.
This is
So-
at the
You
door
are
between the
you
hallway
are
and the
currently
circle,
you
right?
are in a circular chamber. Sorry, so
Right.
you are in the corridor to the cells.
Right.
Mhm.
Outside of that corridor is a circular chamber with 3 doors.
Uh-huh.
There is the door
We've
you
just-
checked. There is the
Mhm.
door that Cass was behind, and there is
Mhm.
a third door that was straight on.
Yeah.
Third door opens,
Oh, yeah.
and Cass,
Is
you
there-
would hear this first.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
God.
without even looking. Immediate. Just produce flame.
What's
Just-
the range on that?
Range on produce flame is. Let me pull it up real quick. Thank you for asking. And if I can't hit them with produce flame, I'll hit them with scorching ray. I'll just up it. That is area self. Oh, that's only 30 feet. So yeah, I'll go scorching ray instead.
Okay, so so scorching rays. It's a line, right? You need to be able to see them.
120 feet. Within range. Not necessarily. It just says targets within range, so I can do it around corners.
Okay, so whatever is in that door, you go for it, and immediately, you
held me prisoner for 4 days. I don't feel bad about
as
this
you
at all.
see these 3 rays of fire narrowly miss your head, Audra, and it goes ricochets around this corner and goes into the doorway, hitting this large, heavy plate figure.
Oh no.
Ah!
Are you fucking crazy?
Do I need to make attack rolls for that?
Um,
Or are they just immune to fire damage?
this particular helmed horror is immune to scorching ray in particular,
Ah!
Oh.
Ah!
and so
Nice.
as you see, and you see this large animated suit of armor with this red light holding all the pieces together step through, followed by another, and another, and another. 4 helmed horrors step through, and that's what we'll pick up next week.
Oh
No.
You wait
No.
almost 3 hours to introduce me, and then throw me against something that's immune to fire? That's
Not
my
immune.
one
It's
thing!
not immune to fire. It's immune to scorching ray.
Okay.
Helmed horrors are immune to 3 spells picked by the person who made them.
Oh, okay, valid. That's valid.
Are you actually crazy? What the fuck?
Okay.
Can we
That's what we're going to pick up next week, because a full combat against 4 helmed horrors is going to take a while. So let's pick up next week.
That's absolutely fine. We've all got loads of time. Everyone wants to see it right
I'm going to
now.
Thorpe Park tomorrow and I have to get up early. Leave me alone.
Oh my god.
Just don't go to Fort Park.
No, I've got tickets. They're expensive. I'm going.
So-
Okay.
Tickets.
And
where's my
so please join us next week for what hopes to be a TPK.
Oh,
Did you see where that landed? That was dope.
Where'd it go? Oh,
That's
it's
the
behind the
orange
shield. Hey. Sorry, X. It's
Wow.
gonna be next week. But hey, just rewatch this every day for the next week, and then it'll be like no time's passed at all.
exactly.
So before we go, I will first of all everyone start looking for things we can stream while I shout some things out. Please check out our Redbubble for shirts like This Show Is a Mimic shirt with Chester the Mimic right here, our little mascot. You can also find things like Dungeons and Demigods and the Magisakatem Collegiate shirt and the Wavebreakers emblem, and there's all sorts, and it's great. If you don't want to buy anything but you do want to support us, please donate some money to our Ko-Fi. All the money that we make for this, because we don't make a lot, goes straight back into the production. We will be spending it on art, new equipment if we get enough money for that. We currently don't, so but it'll all go into the pot, and eventually, I don't know, we'll buy someone a new mic if they need it.
Birdie needs a new computer.
Brim is
Birdie
streaming right
needs
now.
a new computer. Brimziness? Yeah, we can.
Grim.
Oh,
Grim Songbird.
Grim Songbird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Grimace.
Yeah, we can raid them. Please join Schooner later on Wednesday for Dungeons and Demigods, Leviathan's Grasp, and please join us.
Make
right
sure to
here.
tune in for the TPK that they're gonna do.
Absolutely.
Calling it now.
And then join us here the following
Do not.
Friday. So this Friday the 30th, for Dungeons and Demigods on Azure Wings. And I think that's everything, unless anyone else has anything they want to shout out. Hex, do you want to shout out your show?
The thing next month that you're gonna tell us about.
Yeah, something
Or the thing
is
he has every
happening-
Sunday?
Oh yeah, so Nat 20 shows every Sunday. That's something that exists. Also, we have on the Nat 20 show on Tuesdays. It is a sci-fi. I forget the fucking name of the game. Running in the 90s. That's it.
What's the name of the game?
Hell yeah! So that's like a
Tuesdays.
sci-fi. I forget the platform. Words. This is a brilliant outro by myself.
This is a
Okay.
beautiful,
all I've
Right.
got.
You're doing wonderful.
This is all I've got.
lovely jubbly.
In
Lovely.
short,
Lovely,
go
lovely.
check out Hex's thing, sell your soul to capitalism, and
Wow.
You're the most
And-
anti-capitalist person I know, and you're saying this. This
I
is
am.
interesting.
It's ironic. I'm just being sarcastic. Anywho, please join us next week for the TPK as I murder them all with helmed horrors.
Heck yeah.
And we're gonna go. So is it just Grim Songbird? It's no
Yeah,
no weird
Grim
spellings,
Songbird.
right? Okay, we're gonna
Yeah,
raid them.
capital G,
Everyone.
capital S.
Bird.
Good, it didn't need to
We're
be case
raiding now?
sensitive. We are raiding now. Everyone ready up? Bye.
But how does one get up to raid? I don't actually know how to do this. Goodbye.